Howdy guys, just doing some pre-game prep with Morgan for my game tomorrow against Sploosh. Should be a big one. Not sure if definitely not streaming it. I'll probably be recording it, although I've had a few people ask me to stream it. I might stream it in Discord if you're going to be there watching it. But yeah, this will be released just before the games. This is like our preparation for it. I'm sure I'm about to get schooled, but I'm going to learn a few things, and hopefully you guys do as well. Morgs, what's happening, brother?
Hello, mate. Looking forward to do some preparation with you.
Hey.
I'm a bit rusty on Black Order. I haven't played them in a while now, so you have to excuse a few rusty plays, but I think I've got the matchup assistance with the preparation to talk through with you. So.
You are the OG guy for Black Order, so I'm sure mostly everyone else's plays is kind of been built off of all your groundwork anyway.
Well, I mean, they only pretty much do one thing in this build, so
yeah, cool.
They're all pretty similar.
It's so aggressive. So we'll go over Sploosh's roster first. So it is only 6 characters and 4 gems, so that is not like a typo. That's exactly what you're seeing for Black Order. We have Thanos, Corvus, Proxima, Zemo, Loki, Okoye, and then they run Time Gem, Reality Gem, Power Gem, Mind Gem. Pretty aggressive, right, Morgs?
Yeah, it is. It's Thanos has exceptional control, and what he does is he'll reel any of your strays who creep too far up to the map to the center of the board. He'll reel them in with a portal and a mind gem, and then Corvus will kill them. And then he'll daze them and then KO them the next turn. So you have to be very careful of your positioning and getting too close to the center of the board, I think.
Especially early, I guess. Where there's no chance for me to give him the slap back.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
Because he'll maintain priority. Yep, this would be a tough matchup for both of you, I think. And I think the better dice should win it if you both play reasonably well.
Yep, fingers crossed.
Yeah, but I mean, his real problem is Black Panther. He's going to have to rely on execute or some lucky dice to get Black Panther. So that's for my mind, that's your ace in the hole, is how you play Black Panther.
Hopefully don't crap the bed and he does his job. So he's got, like, obviously I'm looking at his extracts and secures here. So secure wise, it's Demons, Gamma, and Riot Sparks. So Riot Sparks is good for him because he can play one side and then Mothership to the other. So it's really hard, or Mothership to the home portal. It's really hard to try and get away from Black Order on that one. And then Gamma and Demons, I mean, they're both E-shaped, straight up punch on, so good for them as well. And then really slow extracts, like Alien Ship and Skrulls, single piece extracts, research stations only worth 2 a turn, unless you can slam dunk it, which if they're going to be dazing a lot of characters, there's actually a good chance you might be able to slam dunk that home. Would you pick research station if you were looking at Black Order attrition style squad?
Look, I probably would. I think he's actually got herbs. I think I accidentally grabbed the wrong...
Oh, yeah, he does have herbs. That's all right.
Yeah, so I'll change that while you keep talking.
Yep.
But I'd probably include Research Station. I think the shape is excellent for Black Order.
Yep.
And your winning priority, you don't want to play at 16 for Black Order, but you want the shape of the Research Station. So I think if you win priority, it's fine to take it, as long as your opponent doesn't have a 16 secure. And then you just play different threat value. The only drama is the mercy of your opponent for what they pick.
True.
So it's not ideal, but it's a good extract for Black Order, that's for sure.
Yeah, in like a less than ideal situation, they choose another low threat like Gamma or something, and then you might be stuck at those low points.
Yeah, it just means they can't get away with the extract points. So there you go, that's updated.
That's better. Gamma. I'm sorry, Herbs. Yeah, Herbs is largely a 0 threat extract, and it would be a massive trap for me to go for that herb unless I was just going for the attack dice, because with the Thanos double teleport, I don't realistically see any of my guys getting to that home point. Because it's rough.
Yeah, Panther's not a bad candidate to go after that, but I'm with you. I think trying to score the herb in competitive matches is largely a fool's errand.
Yep.
Largely.
And then we've got All You've Got and Med Pack are his restricted, which makes sense. Then we have Bitter Rivals and Disarms. That's actually kind of a bit of a nasty combo there. he could either completely neuter me one round and also get some extra attack dice going on with the one less defense, or slow me down over 2 rounds, which is kind of also less than pleasant. And then Execute and Mothership are the two Black Order cards. And then we have Follow Me, which is essentially the Corvus Proxima, pay 6 power, activate another character, which I'm semi-nervous about because I was saying longs before, I have this vision of Thanos activating into a Follow Me Corvus into a Proxima. And then Grievous Wounds, obviously, to get his damage to stick on characters like Panther.
So I think his cards, I mean, for my money, he's taking these cards.
I agree. Yeah, that's what I had him pick for. Follow Me, I don't think he's going to need that because he's already got Corvus Proxima and he probably wants his Thanos to activate just a little bit later. Grievous Wounds will be nice for him, but it's only really going to be relevant with Panther. And Disarm... My offense is not high enough to warrant a Disarm. Like, if you were versing another Black Order list, you'd bring Disarm in if you had priority, but...
Well, look, it might have game at 19 if you're running MODOK and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that's worth it over the other cards. I mean, I think the other cards are really strong in this matchup.
It's so powerful.
Depends on the shape of the crisis. If it's Extremist console, maybe Bitter Rivals gets exchanged for Disarm.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Yeah, the Execute makes me nervous. It's kind of hard to get off sometimes, depending on the what we're playing, but when it does actually happen, it's basically a guaranteed daze/kill, depending when they time it. You have to be exceptionally unlucky to not get it, because I don't get to roll any defense dice. No, I don't. Yeah, disgust. Now, for me, right, so I don't have any gems. I have no gem carriers. So this is the Wakanda roster that Travis and I are running. Well, actually, we're slightly different now, but basically the same. Still the same characters. So we've got 4 Wakandans. We've got, like you said, Scarlet, Witch, and MODOK. So I've got some pretty heavy hitters when I hit that 19 and 20 mark. Also got Toad if I need to go down to 14. And I've got the Wakanda Wave sitting there. And for some of those point brackets around that 17 threat, maybe even 18, I've got Enchantress when I'm playing into hammers and things like that. I don't think Enchantress is going to hit the table here. I feel like they'll have the power to pay to reduce her defense. Although I've not seen Enchantress into Black Order before. Have you seen it?
I have. When I play Black Order, I don't like playing into Enchantress at all because Black Order are very power-hungry. Well, Corvus is. He's the character who does all the damage. And he's investing all of his money or all his power into Glaive's Edge. So he doesn't want to have to pay 2 additional power. So I actually think Enchantress is a good pick because she can bow, and then to bow Corvus is effectively a stagger.
Yep, that's actually a good point.
I think Enchantress has good play. I think she has good defense. And as I said, Corvus, who is always scrambling for that extra bit of power, will find it or might find it hard to come up with the extra 2 to drop her defense.
It's interesting, because I've never really played Black Order, so I've always just thought of it from the other side. But it's always good when you get to hear it from like the Black Order perspective here, because I wouldn't have thought it like that. But that actually makes sense, because the few times I have played Corvus, often you're tapping yourself out to get that big combo going.
And you've got the rerolls to modify her dice with Shuri and Wakanda, so I wouldn't shy away from her. And if I'm playing Black Order, I'd rather face probably Killmonger than Enchantress, to be honest, because Killmonger, at least I know where he is, and I can control his damage through his position. Whereas Enchantress, I have to roll well to damage her, and she can stagger me by bowing me around or Siren's calling me around.
True, and if I get really lucky with maybe some sap powers, even if I'm doing damage, I hopefully don't give you too much power because I take some of yours. Or if I'm not doing damage, I'm just stealing your power anyway and keeping you down. And then I guess the Enthrall is nothing to put your nose up at, right?
Yep.
Do you know, and you're going to shake your head here, is it true with Enthrall that if I roll triple wild, all 3 of those things happen?
Correct.
That blew my mind when I found out, to be honest. I thought it was like, oh, I got triple wild, I get to get a stagger. That's crazy.
I've played a lot of Enchantress. I've never done it.
Yeah, mate. 3 wilds on 7 dice. You have to be triple E to get that.
Oh yeah, baby, triple E.
And then, yeah, the rest of my list is pretty much stock standard, right? Like, Killmonger's a bit spicy, but that's basically it. The rest of it's pretty much standard Wakanda. Now, this is where we got some differing choices when it comes to the secures and extracts. Oh, what were you saying, sorry?
I was just going to say any characters. The characters I really like into Black Order is Panther, Shuri Okoye, Miles, and Scarlet Witch.
How many points is that? 17. Ooh.
So normally it's a Valkyrie Modok or a Valkyrie Scarlet Witch or something, but Valkyrie's really easy for Black Order to daze and KO.
Yep.
So Valkyrie's best tool is her throw to throw Corvus away in the matchup, and that's a one-trick pony, and Valkyrie's going to be she's dead.
She's dead after that.
Whereas I like Miles for a couple of reasons. We'll start with Miles if you're happy, because if we look at Sploosh's extracts, they're all sort of single. Well, 2 of them are single extracts. So Miles is great there, and he can lurk late game at quite a safe distance away from Corvus and Thanos, and then use his web swing to come in, then do his Venom Blast and steal an extract in the last activation to do a big VP swing.
Yep.
Also, he's got his Spider Sense, so he's getting some rerolls. So he's already got 2 rerolls for defense, then he's got Wakanda for a 3rd, then he's got probably Shuri for a 4th and 5th. So he's actually quite challenging for Corvus to bring down.
True that. Plus his throw is size 3 or less if you happen to hit it, which means it can hit Thanos instead of Valkyrie only being able to hit just the 2 of them.
Yeah, so
in the off chance it comes up.
Depending on the threat value, I'd look at taking him as your 3 threat of choice over Valkyrie.
I like that.
Shuri, the standard, I mean, her game here is pushing Corvus away as your primary and then pushing Thanos away as your alternate game plan. You're not interested in the damage. In fact, you don't want to damage them. You just want to push them away and generate power for yourself and rerolls. So depending on the map, she's going to be the biggest problem, and she's your best asset to keep Black Order at bay, and really look to Okoye to keep her alive.
Okay.
And don't just be cautious with Shuri. Keep her back, keep her safe, keep pushing Corvus away.
Just keep her at that upper limits of 4 and 5. And work that super genius, I guess. This will actually might come in relevance here to try and maintain like a no damage going through.
Potentially, yeah. You don't want to give him power. So that's Shuri. That's good. Scarlet Witch. So the thing I really like about her is no more mutants. One of your tactic cards, which no doubt you're about to talk about.
Yep.
But that's excellent for stopping a Corvus Glaive's Edge, and it's excellent for stopping a Thanos Cosmic Portal.
Yeah, that's a good point, because you can't use it again after you've done it, and they lose power for it, so it's kind of doubly bad for them.
Yeah. The downside is she's very, very squishy.
Yeah.
So, again, you need to be careful with her. And, you might look at a bit of a fortress of Scarlet Witch, Shuri, and Okoye. So you've got a bodyguard around, and you can got a big damage dealer next to a displacement character like Shuri, and you've got no more mutants there to stop the big the Glaive's Edge attack.
Yep. And if I get really desperate, like we were talking about before, you can no more mutants the husband wife. If you're really desperate, you can't.
No, because they have to pay a power for it, and that's a free.
Spends 1 or more power. I guess. What happens if I have Loki?
No,
I don't have Loki.
Pay 1 power.
Yeah.
So it's different balls.
Damn.
So she's good there. So I like that.
Well, she stops in more important things anyway.
Yeah, you don't have Whims of Chaos, do you?
No. I figured I'd go for only 1 Scarlet Witch because she's not featuring in all my squads, so I didn't want to double down on 2 cards for her.
Yep. So she's also good. I mean, her spender at range 3. I mean, you can one-shot Corvus if you need to in a pinch.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good point.
So, and you can also incinerate, which is, if you want to lean to that attrition, it's reasonable. I'm not sure leading to the attrition is good.
Or even a Hex.
I think Hex is her best bet into Corvus.
Yep. I agree. Just keep him at 5 dice. You will roll 5 dice, and that's as good as it gets. And if he's spending an action to get rid of that, that's fine by me.
So I think that's good. Okoye, I don't think we need to say much about Okoye, but her bodyguard will be critical, I think, in shifting around those Glaive's Edge attacks and keeping the damage off your high-value targets like Shuri and Scarlet Witch.
Yep.
And she can do a little bit in return, as we saw in...
many a time.
Many a times she can be a Titan killer and take out Thanos herself.
She is the number one enemy of the Strike Better podcast because Travis has had trouble with her. You've had trouble with her. I've had trouble with her. I'm sure Farmer's had trouble with her.
She's amazing.
She's a pest.
Now, Black Panther, he is my number one nightmare when I play Black Order into any squad. Doesn't have to be Wakanda, but he is just an absolute nightmare because the only way to reliably daze and KO him is using Execute. And you spoke about before, Execute's actually quite challenging for the Black Order player to set up and, I want to say, execute on it because of the power and positioning requirements. And because you've got a Okoye with her bodyguard around, it's always difficult to do that because you can bodyguard the execute attack and you lose the execute on a Okoye.
Yep.
So he's a real nightmare. He, for my mind, if you play him well and he stays around on his healthy side, probably into round 3 and 4, you're looking in a really good position, I think.
Yep, exactly. And I have not to get my hopes up or anything, but I have had times where I've had Panther come in and do the old 1 rounds on Mr. Thanos over there.
I mean, look, if he's got power and you can backstop Thanos, so he
trap him,
and you pounce and mantle and
get a few crits.
I mean, it's good times.
Oh yeah.
So they're probably the 5 I would look at as my primaries. We spoke about Enchantress before. I think she's got good game. What we haven't spoken about is Killmonger. Like, Killmonger's actually a little bit frightening for Black Order because of Wakanda Forever and Usurp the Throne. If you can do some chip damage into Thanos early and save Killmonger for a round 3 style thing with a bunch of power, you can potentially daze Thanos and then get 2 VPs.
Yep.
Which is a big swing in normally low scoring Black Order games.
Yeah, exactly.
That will offer multiple dilemmas for Sploosh if you have Killmonger and Enchantress or Killmonger and Scarlet Witch. So he'll be conflicted on who he wants to go for.
Yep.
So he's a reasonable pick here too. He has good physical defense, but he will get melted by Corvus pretty quick.
Oh yeah, I've done it a few times with Corvus before. Killmonger's one of those four like physical defense characters that takes a surprising amount of damage from physical attacks. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the last one, MODOK, is... I think MODOK, if you play at 19 threat, your MODOK Scarlet Witch on your skeleton of 3 Wakandans is actually a really high output damage squad. And I think you can match Black Order's damage output here and have a real fight.
Yep. Especially since those 3 will be backed by Shuri, Panther, and Okoye at 19. There's going to be, that's one of those who's who of like, I don't know who to go for here first, right? Because if there's Scarlet and MODOK, there's a very good chance Panther will be going into round 3 or 4 healthy. They're not going to be going for Shuri.
Yeah, you can play a little bit looser with Panther because if they're wasting physical attacks on Panther's blanks as successes on his defense, Scarlet Witch and MODOK are laughing as they're blasting with unlimited power.
Oh yeah,
lightning bolts.
Oh yeah, especially since I'll have Shuri near. Especially with Shuri near Scarlet Witch with Wakanda rerolls is it's disgusting. Yeah, I've done it once or twice already, and it's my opponents generally don't. They know Scarlet Witch does a lot of damage, but they haven't seen this Scarlet Witch because not a lot of people play this Scarlet Witch as a friendly.
Yeah, I look forward to mining Salt very shortly.
Well, you've seen the meme Travis sent through where I was holding your head, just feeding the salt in there. So secure-wise, I agree with like your pre-game assessment that Gamma, if I choose secure, is pretty much out of the question. It just plays into what he wants. So it comes down to Infinity versus the new one here, Sword. So do you want to give us a rundown on which one I should be prioritizing between those two?
Sure. I mean, conventional wisdom says Wakanda Wave at 15 on Gammas is the strongest probably squad in the game, which I largely agree with. But I think against a 15 Black Order, it's a bit of a coin toss. So I like where your head's at thinking about either Sword or Infinity. For my money, if you win priority, I think you go Secures and you chase Sword base. And the reason I say that is that you can run 5 wide Wakanda, being Panther, Shuri, Okoye, let's call it Miles and Toad. He's going to have 3 characters, and he's probably going to run Thanos with a Mind Gem, Corvus with Reality, and Okoye. Now, 3 wide on a central flip secure, not guarantees, but I think almost guarantees you're going to win the secures for probably rounds 1 and round 2 until the fight really starts in earnest.
Yep.
And that's 6 VPs coming your way. But the real boon of this one is the special clause of being able to push an enemy character away. And that's basically a stagger on Corvus every single round.
Oh, and
control those secures.
Exactly, and it happens in the power phase. So, I mean, I'm not going to have priority unless something goes horribly wrong for me. So, having a push in the essentially, it's no matter what, this is going to happen first means that I can largely control Corvus to having to use his movement actions a lot.
Yeah, so I think that's your primary. That's where your best advantage is and mitigates, I suppose, your matchup. That I think in this the best. I think your backup, if you discard that with Shock and Horror, is Infinity Formula. And the reason I say that is, having played a lot of Black Order, I don't like playing on the B shape. Black Order don't have enough characters to hold a back secure or black B shape and then go forward and kill your opponent in their sort of side of the B shape. So they're left in this awkward predicament where I can't sit back because I haven't got range 4 attacks. So I have to advance forward, but when I advance forward, I'm scoring no points on secures. So then it forces them to really get their points through KOs and Thanos' leadership or extracts. Whereas you've got, again, the numbers advantage, and you can sit there with Wakanda and power up, get additional power each turn to fuel your re-rolls and your superpowers to throw and displace Black Order. And I think it plays into your game plan better. So probably the B shape is the worst for Black Order, but I think the threat value and the condition of sword base is better for you, and I think I would chase that as your primary.
Yep. And when it comes to the B shaped, if he overloads one side, is it worth me just stealing some VPs on it and then just folding that side and running away? Or just try and have them survive as long as possible while the rest of my guys cap as many points as possible?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's always tricky because he's got Mothership online, so
True.
he'll have a foot in each camp. He'll be able to quickly teleport Corvus, I think it would be, to one side or the other. You can't template it, but when you're playing against Black Order, I think there's 3 lines of play. The first line of play is try not to engage in the fight and just try and outscore them. Now, they'll bring the fight to you, and it just becomes a bit of a race of can they kill you before you score 16, and you have to judge that. So depending on the extract, that's a big part of it. Normally, if it's a herbs or a scrolls or aliens, normally it doesn't get found for a while, and it's a very slow scoring game. And Black Order have enough time to come and KO you. So that's the first line. The second line is you can go after Thanos aggressively to try and remove his cosmic portal on his healthy side and remove his leadership ability. And that reduces a lot of Thanos' and Black Order's power in the game and really lowers their power levels overall.
Yep.
It's tricky because he's one of the toughest characters in the game to daze. So depending on what tools you have in your squad, and I think that's based on the threat level, in the low threat levels, I think you're not going to have
the punch for it.
I'm not thinking you have the punch, but I think if you're looking at 19, if he wins priority and takes demons at 19, I think you do have the punch for it. And I think that becomes a legitimate strategy for you to go heavily after Thanos and daze him.
And just remove it.
Yeah. So that's the second line of play. The third line of play is remove Corvus.
That's usually what I go for. But sometimes it's that double edge, right, where you just powered up.
That's right. The big problem there is that, he's easier to daze and KO than Thanos, unless he rolls really well. But you're never going to have priority, or you are rarely going to have priority. And after you've dazed Corvus, he's going to come back, and Thanos can Death Decree to give him +4 dice on his attacks. Oh. So Corvus can, do, really, we're looking at a 11 dice death blow with Glaive's Edge with Blank's counter success. Now, not even Panther's defenses will survive through that, and he'll just overload your defense dice. So all of those approaches to playing Black Order have problems. They have pros and cons. So what I would say is you have to judge the scenario or the crisis, and you have to judge what characters you've got, and you have to judge how Sploosh has placed his model on the board, and then pick, whatever like the old X-Wing thing, just take what they present as the best option at the time.
Yep.
Don't over-template it. Just have those 3 lines in the back of your mind swirling around, let your opponent decide which one he's going to give you, and then jump on it and execute it with violence.
I like that. I guess the only small consolation prize I have is if I do happen to go down the option 3 and go for Corvus, hopefully I've got Scarlet Witch on the table and I can attempt to no more mutants to Glaive's Edge when he opens up with priority.
Mate,
That
exactly.
might be able to like soften the blow a little bit.
Yeah, and or you could, I mean, not and or, it's or you could do no more mutants to the Death Decree, so he doesn't have +4 defense, +4 attack dice.
Yeah, that's true as well.
So again, but that's a really good point. That demonstrates that you have to sort of pivot around what you've got in your squad before you can pick an approach to how you want to defeat Black Order.
Yep. Now, knowing my luck with priority for the last few months, it's a bit of a running joke on my YouTube channel that I think I've lost priority for roughly 90% of my games I have up there.
Well, for Wakanda, that's really good.
Yeah. It's been great. It's been great, except for the single times where it's like, geez, I need to win priority for this one. It's rough. As far as my extracts go, let's say worst case he wins and he picks secures because he knows my extracts aren't too bad for him. Is there any of these 3 that I should avoid?
Well, generally the Black Order player will pick extracts, generally. Now, noting, as you've identified, your extracts are pretty poor in this matchup, and Black Order quite like 2 of the 3 of them, really. If he does identify that and go secures, I think he'll be aiming for Demons Downtown. I think that's Black Order's favourite, and I think that's their best secure, and their best probably threat value, to be honest, as well.
At 19, yep.
At 19. So noting that's an E shape, that you run a real risk here that if you run Research Station. Now, I think Wakanda's great on Research Station, especially losing priority because you can displace. But what this means is he's got all of his killing power on the E shape and in the centre, and you're putting all the points in the centre, which is forcing a 1v1, it's forcing a brawl. Now, you don't really want to brawl with Black Order, so I think Research Station, it's risky. I mean, if he discards Demons, it could be great because he's running either, well, then he just probably runs Gamma, or Extremist.
Same, just a bit faster.
If he runs Extremist, Research is great, but it's a very risky choice. So then you look at the other 2 of, let's talk Deadly Legacy Virus first. I think 19 is a great threat value for Black Order, so I would avoid that. And I also think the Crisis is great for Black Order. So regardless of what happens, I probably wouldn't pick that one.
What is the odds of just parting the Red Sea, having a game that scores slow enough that I can trick him into getting all 3 on one character to KO them and then go for a wipe?
I mean, all things are possible.
I really would have to be Moses to do that. That'd be crazy. Yeah, you can have all 3 of them, remove a character, and now I'll remove the rest of them.
To be fair, though, I say, don't look at Legacy. We did say that I think 19 is one of your strongest threats to play at. It just the Crisis really favours Black Order, but you might lean into attrition and go, you know what, Black Order, I've got bigger guns than you, and I'm going to outfight you.
Yeah.
And let's play at 19. And you might prioritise removing Okoye first. That's an easy one.
Yep.
And you might prioritise, Daisy and Thanos. So that's, I mean, it's not terrible, but that's risky.
Oh yeah.
So
these are cubes.
Struggle for the cube. Now the reason for this, I think, it's a little bit risky because it gives him power, but it bypasses his -1 damage. And 17, I don't think is great for Black Order. It's not bad, but it's not great. 19 is great with his roster. 17 is not great. It's just good. So I probably like cubes as your best one because it'll bypass his invulnerabilities and will allow you to spike your damage to daze and KO Thanos types faster.
Yep.
Or at least give you the opportunity to do so. And also, it's multiple extracts means you can score faster and potentially end the game before he wipes your team.
Yeah, and I guess there is the upside that in the inevitability that there's going to be a period where he might pick up multiple cubes on one character, at least there will be some punishment going his way.
That's right.
From that, right? Like it'll put him either into a dazed situation where he starts to turn dazed, or it might get him to a point where any one of my characters might be able to come in and, pip him for the finish.
Yeah, you just need, if you go play cubes, you need to be really cautious of who's carrying your cubes and keep them away from the big hitters.
Yep. That makes sense. Alrighty. And then tactics-wise, I've got some little sneaky ones in here, like mission objective. and no more mutants. The rest of them are pretty stock standard. Brace for impact, I don't think I'll pick here. I think I'll utilise that slot on something else. But
Joe, I would say keep an open mind about Brace. I think if you play at 19 or 20, Brace might come into it. And the reason I say that is that at 19, Thanos is running the time gem more often than not.
he's
And at
attacking
20, he's
multiple
running the
times.
time gem as well. So he's going to have potentially up to 3 attacks into your guys. And if he hits that wild, he can do the throw damage. And that Brace might be clutch.
Yep.
At the other threat values, I tend to agree and probably don't take it. And hey, if Thanos is punching you, then he's not doing probably movements and objective scoring, which I think he's better at than attacks. But he's running Mind Gem at 19 and 20, then I'd be looking at Brace as a potential inclusion.
Yep, that makes sense. Climbing gear, I don't think I have to worry about because that's more for like a end of the round walk back on a secure kind of thing. I mean, it could come in play depending what we see happen, but
I like climbing gear here in this matchup because it gets you away from Corvus. I mean,
that's true. Actually, I can activate someone and then have the other guy climbing gear out of as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have priority and attack first, so you have to survive it to be able to use it, but it might keep your other models away, so I wouldn't discount it, and I think climbing gear is quite a cunning pick. It would be really good on maybe a Panther type and a Miles who can take a hit, or even a Scarlet Witch. Get some lucky dice go her way and then just walk out of town a bit.
Yep. Yeah, true that. I guess it gives me a pseudo third action, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Med pack, yeah, that's definitely going to be played. Mission objective.
That's the Panther special in this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably only Panthers can get a chance to use it. The rest are going to get schwacked
Just straight away. Mission objective might be kind of interesting when it comes to something like Deadly Legacy, Deadly Virus. Gives me an opportunity to at least palm off the extract.
I mean, he's got 2 single extracts, Skrulls and Alien Ship. So, if you're playing those, I think Mission Objective is an excellent card and well worthy of consideration because a single extract, he can daze your carrier, you can Mission Objective it off to someone behind them, and he's frustrated and dismayed that he has to repeat the process next round and try and daze and KO again.
Exactly, and he doesn't exactly. He has a lot of repositions, but it's not something that Wakanda typically runs. So that's a little sneaky pick. No more mutants. That one's self-explanatory. It's Usurp the Throne. If I take Killmonger, I probably will take Usurp the Throne just to double down on having Sploosh focus on him. Wakanda Forever is definitely going to be in. And I guess Bitter Rivals is there. Could help me get some damage through when I need to, or it could help me reduce his second activation's damage.
So Perfect World, I'm probably taking those 5 for you, depending on what characters you've got, of course.
Yep.
But yeah, I think your secures are good in this matchup. Your extracts are poor, and your cards are poor. But your characters and your secures are good. So
hopefully it makes up for it. It's the old Black Order thing, isn't it? Where you're like, I don't really want to have to bring things in to deal with them because they're not traditionally a very popular roster. But I think they're definitely one that's gaining ground, especially with all these good 3-pointers coming out. Awesome.
All right, well, shall we get into it?
Let's talk into it.
Through stuff as we go.
Ready to see this blazing suns of priority roll? Just so that tomorrow I'll lose it. Oh,
that's
5.
That's good.
I've rolled 5. I'll guaranteed roll 0 tomorrow.
Yeah.
I guess I pick secures then.
Yep, that's perfect for you. Good start.
And nice.
So if I'm Sploosh, I'm probably happy to go. He discarded Scrolls, so I think 20 is probably better. You can probably jump on it. I don't think it really matters. Herbs or Scrolls. I could probably tempt a Herb. Herb I know is going to be low scoring.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do that one.
Well, we got the mythical, got the sword.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. Yeah, I had a choice of sword or Gamma, and you know that it broke my heart to put Gamma in the bin. So I think I do pick the 14 here, just so I can. I know this is best case scenario, but I've never played this style before, so I think it'd be nice to at least have a game in under my belt to know what potentially could happen tomorrow.
Sure.
Especially 14. I've not practiced very much at 14.
Yeah. Look, I'm happy with the deployment edges, so we'll just crack that in.
Straight into it.
Yeah. All right, and then I'll generate one of these. So 14, I think his squad for Sploosh is Thanos Mind, Corvus Reality, and Okoye.
Yep. So my 5 wide is Panther, Okoye, Shuri. I end up having to go for Toad, but the 3-pointer of choice, I think I might still go Miles.
I agree. I think the durability and his additional movement in this is better than Valkyrie's probably one-time throw before she gets dazed and KO'd.
Yeah, and I guess Toad also gives me options because he can still interact with the sword, from range 2 to attempt to flip it. So you can kind of hop across from the middle and attempt to flip it and then go back into it and just be an aura on pain.
Yeah, Toad's quite good on this one.
So bit of rivals, climbing gear, med pack, Wakanda forever. And now, do we look at mission objective?
No.
I mean, it's just the herb. The likelihood of getting to the herb. I mean, I can run it. I'll be running across the middle, but I don't think it's going to happen because most of his stuff will be in the center waiting for me.
You could activate Panther last and try and go for the herb. You just get the problem is Thanos is just going to teleport him around. I wouldn't worry about the herb, mate. I'll just worry about on the control the consoles and strap in for a 6-round game.
Yep. So I think I go brace then. It'll come up. The brace will come up. Thanos has enough attacks. It'll come up. Awesome.
Yep. And then I think for Sploosh, just to confirm the cards are what we wanted. Yeah, I think the cards are fine for him.
Yeah.
Mothership's not as good here because he's only got 2 characters to use it. So
you think you might leave it at home?
No, I think it's still a good one. But
okay.
It's not as good without Proxima.
Yep.
So I don't think Disarm, he wouldn't be too concerned about much in your squad. So I think these cards are fine that we spoke about before.
Yep. And I guess in the off chance that he does take the gem off of Thanos and go with Proxima, I think I'm happy to see that anyway because that's a largely ignorable Thanos. And then I just go all in on Proxima and Corvus and ignore Thanos really there.
I can't see someone playing
a gemless Thanos. We've tested that when it first came out. It's just not that good.
No. Okay, I think that's
awesome.
Good.
So do I put Panther in a position that at least he looks at the herb? Because I mean, if he picks it up, he gets +1 attack dice.
Sure. I mean, I think threatening the herb is reasonable, and the problem with this truck setup there, I mean, Panther can make, if you bang him in the middle there, I think he can make either side comfortably. So that will kind of force his hand, I think, to play Thanos near Panther.
Yep.
So I think that's a good move. Look, I think he probably just puts a Okoye in the middle and just does
a nothing deployment.
The old pump fake.
Yep. I'll match your pump fake with my own.
Yep. So he's going to have to pick a side here, and I think if I'm playing Black Order, I'm probably defending the herb side.
Just in case?
I don't think I'm aggressively going after the herb, and I'm going, look, I can never control 3 of them, so I'll try and control 2 of them, which is probably the centre and probably the herb side to play goalie.
Yep.
Noting you put Panther there, I'll probably just put Thanos. I mean, I always love putting Thanos in the middle because he can double move and make either side.
Yep.
But I think we just
commit
to there and go, hey, I'm just playing on this side.
Yep. I'll put Miles just here.
So it's worth thinking about now. If he's put Thanos and Corvus, I mean, you can
I got Toad.
Yeah, Toad's nice there on the flank because if he gets schwacked once by Corvus, he can hop away.
Yep.
And he can interact at range too, so I think that's pretty good.
Yep.
So if I'm seeing this, I'm probably not doing Panther sorry, if I'm not doing Corvus into Panther, I'm probably just putting Corvus. It's probably going to go here as well, to be honest.
Yep, that makes sense. And then I've got Miles, which I will probably keep him probably central. He's got wall crawler, so that size 3 truck's probably he's the only one of my guys that's not going to care about it. And as long as he can medium move onto it or past it, which he can there, that's good. Keep him a bit closer because I think he can. That way he can make both. Can he make both?
I mean, I think Shuri's a good candidate to jump on this truck.
Yep.
So I'll probably save a bit of room for Shuri. There. Yeah. Because that way Shuri can stand on that dominating position and just push people away.
Yep. Now,
Nice.
I guess like the thing is I've only got to cap 2 of them right. So, I mean, there's a very good odds I'm going to control this one no matter what. So then at least I've got 4 people that can go for this one.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, look, on setup, I'm looking at this and I'm not confident in Blackwater's ability to deal enough damage in the time frame.
Yep.
And against this control, noting I don't have any good backstops, just based on the map and kind of I didn't really look at it. So I think you're looking good for this. So my game plan is going to be to try and heal one of your guys off. Probably Shuri I want to get rid of first. I want to daze and KO Shuri.
Yep. And I will thank you for this Wakanda test game because I know how much you love playing into Wakanda.
I know. Hey, I've just got to apologise. I took execute and take Proxima.
So, yeah, go for it. Just swap it over.
Let me just put another card.
Yeah, go for it.
That was I didn't even think about that. So I think it's probably.
It's because you're shocked. It's like Blackwater without Corvus Proxima.
I think it's disarm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you have disarm on your side? I'll just grab your take.
Yeah, you can just grab it straight out.
Yep. All right. So disarm. Yeah, the viewers are probably, what an idiot is choosing that.
Why would you take execute? We'll get there. Yep. Now, do you pass? I mean, I go first anyway, so I think I just start with Toad, right?
Yeah, no brainer.
Yeah. Do I throw him onto the console, or do I just keep him, back here somewhere?
I'll probably put him. So Thanos. So look, really, I mean, Thanos is if he's double moving that way, and teleporting and pulling Toad in. Toad is not a priority for me, so I think you're pretty safe. I'll have him towards the middle.
Yep.
Maybe with some cover. Is that range 2? Yeah, just towards some cover. Because it can double move and interact.
Yep.
So just put him in some cover and sit there and enjoy your automatic.
Free flip. I don't have to roll for it. Oh, it's so good.
How good is it?
I love it. Where are these Wakanda tokens?
Oh, they're on your tray.
They are. I was going to say, last game they didn't spawn for me. Yeah. So.
Good. I'll just pass.
Done.
So I think you'll just pass. Certainly for the first round.
Makes sense. I don't think I want to fall for bringing somebody up to the middle objective, right?
Look, I don't think so. You're not under any pressure. So I think one of the biggest mistakes people play against Blackwater is exactly this situation. They go, oh, God, I have to move to the centre. You don't. You're already controlling one. Yep. There is no reason why you can't park Okoye up near here, near Shuri for the bodyguard.
Yep.
And just wait. Or do something like that. You're in no rush. So the thing you've got to look out for is Thanos' ability to pull people in. So if he's going to here... That's his kind of threat range with one activation.
Yep. Which is, if he has to double activate and then pull, it's...
He would have to move. He would have to double move. So if he's doing that, you'd have to then mothership in Corvus, who's going to have 2 unmodified shots at Okoye. I think that's low percentage, so I think Okoye is very safe to sit there.
Yeah. I know she has to go small up onto the truck, so I'm just going to double move her and bring her here. Right.
I'd probably just have her, if you can, in mind. Just keep her a move away from probably a console so she can move once to get it, which I think you've done perfectly. Yep.
Not quite that one, though. I don't think I'll be able to get both.
Yeah, that's all right. So that's good. So I think that's a big one. Don't overcommit to the middle before he's activated because that is a death sentence. So that's why I see a lot of people fail at. Do
you know what card taught me to do that the most? Deception. You don't have to commit hard early. You can take your time.
So... Now, looking at this, Sploosh can no longer pass, so I think the easy play is he just goes and throws Okoye up in the middle, which is not bad because Miles really enjoys killing Okoye because he's got that...
the range 3.
his range 3 kick, which is really good to bypass his web line kick. Is really good to bypass Okoye's defenses. So if you can get an Okoye versus Miles, that's really good for you. I'm a little bit hesitant to do that, but I think that's my play because I can't make it that side unless I want to send her over there to do a one-on-one duel with Toad, but I don't. So I think advantage you in the deployment and setup so far. We'll just do a little. Oh, it's just stalled on me.
There we go.
There we go. Okoye will just pay 1 and grab that.
Easy. Now, do we get bloodthirsty and just have Miles have a punch? Or have him move up and...
So again, nothing's changed what we spoke about last activation in don't overcommit to the middle.
That's true.
You're going to have the last say. So you could look at... I'd probably save Shuri. Yeah, I mean, Miles could just walk up and have a normal kick. I mean, that's probably fine if he can make it.
I think
he
he
goes
can.
to the top of the truck there.
Yeah?
You got a wall puller.
Yeah, easy. You can just sit on the thing there.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Yep. If anything, it one, it might give a bit of power for later, and 2, it just moves your character. If I can get a wild, it might push her off so that potentially Panther can come in later and try to flip it.
Yep.
Just a 4 dice. 2.
The mighty Okoye.
That's it.
What you got? 3.
Oh, there she is.
Love it.
Yep, that answers the question I was about to ask. Do we go for Wakanda rerolls? The answer is no.
Okay, so now if I am the Sploosh, the Blackwater player, you've got to commit one of your squishies to a side here. So I'm probably feeling a little bit better now. That there's a 50-50 chance I'm going to win this round 3-0.
Yeah,
is good.
Yeah.
Now
that is a downside with doing Miles.
Yeah, that's the downside doing Miles. The upside is you'll have some potential pushes with Shuri, but that's worth banking in the memory banks if maybe you do Shuri first here, because Corvus, I'm probably going with Corvus, and I think your Panther's going to that side.
Yeah.
So Corvus is going to go to here, and he's going to backstop himself on the Okoye.
Yes.
And he's just going to sit there.
That makes my life a lot harder.
Well, I mean, Panther into Corvus is pretty strong here.
Yeah.
So you might now want to switch up for Panther to go into the middle.
Yep.
Because if you get that 50-50 roll, you've won, well, it's either a draw or you've won this round.
Yep.
You've won this round guaranteed if you get this 50-50 roll.
That's the one I do like that about Sword.
I mean, the other thing is that you could go out wide and go, well, hey, Corvus actually isn't in range to attack anyone. I suspect Thanos is going to go up there and teleport them around.
Yep.
So he is. But
that's it. That's the old the Shuri thread, isn't it? It's like if you teleport him forward, I mean, he's obviously got priority starting next round, but there's a chance that she can push him into a place where he doesn't want to be. And if I hold the Shuri activation till last, I might actually get a say in if he stays in range of someone.
Yeah.
So I'd definitely go Panther then. And only downside is I don't have enough power to the console and the herb, sadly.
You don't want the herb.
I know.
It's only one move, you don't want that. I mean, you could look at trying to push Corvus away, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, I don't think it's too early to use Wakanda Forever, but you could set up a Wakanda Forever of pushing Corvus from right, or as I look at it, towards the tractor.
Yep.
And then push him down here with Shuri as a follow-up shot.
With a Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, but it's probably not the right time. I think I like.
I could also go to here and push him to there and then like back there.
Yeah, possibly. I think
if I was going for that.
Yeah.
Go for a guaranteed point.
I think so.
I mean, but yeah, true. And if Thanos will guaranteed get it, won't he?
What about if you do Shuri first here? Because this is tough. Because if Thanos gets the 50-50 roll, you either move Shuri up to the middle next to Corvus, or next to well, you can do it next to Thanos actually, but that's not great either.
No. The
So maybe, oh man, maybe you do Shuri first. It's not ideal,
yeah.
but it's not
Plus Thanos
bad.
has what gem does he have? Mind.
Mind gem.
So he's got a free advance anyway. So whatever console I go onto, let's say Panther goes and takes this one, he double moves, free walks me off it, and guaranteed gets
That's
it
right.
anyway.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
may as well put Panther in the middle, and then at least Shuri will be in front of a non-reality Thanos to start the round, and I do have Brace for Impact. So it can't be too bad, right?
Yep.
Yep.
The downside is if you miss this 50-50 though,
True.
yeah, it doesn't matter because you're right. Thanos will just bow you off it. So,
Yep.
And Panther's your best guy into Corvus, so
Yep. I think I will position myself. Is there a way to be on that without being? No. If I'm on the console, I have to be within range 2 of Okoye.
Yep. The beauty here is it's just a 50-50 roll. Doesn't matter how many people he's got.
True. The gamble is I do Wakanda Forever, push and get the power required. No. That would be ridiculous.
So it's not terrible for Blackwater here on the. I mean, if you're calling it a 50-50 for round 1, that's pretty good for Blackwater.
Yeah. Just the big threat, like you said, like the having to play KG makes it. I mean, if I didn't play KG, odds are Corvus is back here somewhere because he's double attacked or something along those lines. So that would remove the. I would probably guaranteed win the consoles, but
I think maybe Miles you did too soon. I
Yep.
think maybe Shuri could have gone.
Yep.
In hindsight,
I agree.
but that's a good one to bank.
I think that gets it.
Fair enough. That's good. Okay, that's very good for you.
50-50, 100% of the time.
Yes. So, if I'm Thanos, then I could look at. Well, if I move to the center, then that means Shuri's double moving to get this console. So I don't dislike that, actually. I've got to be honest.
Yeah,
He's double moving, she's not shooting.
correct.
Can I backstop some more? Maybe not. Oops. I don't know what I did there. I'm snapping all over the place.
I find right now there's a lot of the times where you hit the snap and your thing just teleports and goes wherever it wants.
Look, I'll just move Thanos to there. Move a bit further up. I'll just Mind Gem Panther away.
That's fair.
Let's call it there. And then I'll just pay one and
Easy flip.
set the thing.
There you go. You should be able to drop it onto it now.
Oh, yeah.
If I just pick Thanos up like that, you can just drop straight onto it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Good. I just dazed him, did I? Good.
No take backsies. That's how the game works.
Right.
I think I still have to do this, so
Yeah, I think it's worth it for the. Now, see the push here. Yeah.
can she make it?
Well, if she doesn't, you can always do a shot.
Yeah, true. She makes that, no worries. Just can't be within 3 here. I think I still go the absolute caginess because
You still want to get a shoot, right? So you probably want to be in range 5.
Yep.
Thanos. I think.
Yeah, I agree. At least
Oh, sorry, I'll give you 5 back.
no, that's all right. I just went straight to the edge of it. Smidging, I think. There we go.
Yep.
And I'll just pay to flip it.
Yeah, cool.
Because at least at a minimum, I've set it up so that, I mean, Corvus can still go and get her, and that would be detrimental for me, but...
You just have to use an action to get there.
Exactly.
No, I like your setup here because you gave me no good targets. Like Miles is tanky, Okoye is tanky. I don't want double waste of Thanos movement. Maybe
Not
Maybe I don't even worry about trying to flip these secures at all and go, hey, you know what?
just go in. They're so easy though. I guess the Thanos is actually decent on this in that he can just walk up and almost guaranteed gets one.
Now you get to push me in the power phase.
Yes.
Yep. So you can push whoever you want.
I think I push. I can't push Corvus Glaive in any meaningful manner here.
Yeah, I don't think you want to push him there. I think
maybe Thanos.
Yeah.
I think
ideally you want to push Corvus, but
yeah.
sort of get a spot for it, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind Okoye being there. I think. Oh, hang on. Let me just put that so it's the push thing. Yeah, not advance.
Yep.
At least Thanos is now where he has to use a movement action to become relevant again.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and he's out of range to just stand still and teleport everyone in as well, which is nice. Should he make? Oop. I just hit clean up accidentally. Apologies.
That's right.
I just got hit power. There we go.
So normally Blackwater are activating first every time. Maybe we can do some stuff here actually. So what I'm thinking about is an advance of Corvus towards Shuri.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and one-shot her.
I like it.
Right?
I mean, it is... it is Corvus. There is always a chance for it.
Yeah. So he's going to move to there. That should be... Yep. So he's going to do a Glaive's Edge.
So if I did Miles later in the round 1, that'd be Miles over there, which would be a lot nicer.
Yep. And then Thanos is going to boost that up.
Yep.
To be a 7 dice.
Yep. I can't do anything about it, so...
This is pretty nasty. You really don't want her to drop on this one.
No.
Unless you're in the hurt locker. Ooh. So that is normally an absolutely horrendous roll.
But it's godlike.
Now it's godlike.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with a reroll, I still take 6. So I take 5 and just unst.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's funny. It's not funny, but I was listening to one of the pods. I think Danger Room, that they're talking about. I think Dave, Utility, he was talking about. The Angela and Enchantress extract plays are pretty lame, which I agree. The skill and run. But then you do plays like that, and you're like, well, it's also pretty lame on the receiving end. It just feels bad receiving.
100%. I'm used to it. I'm a veteran of the Corvus pimp slap. It's just a different kind of lame, isn't it? It's a thing that people normally would not consider lame because he's rolling dice, right? Like he's coming in and having a good old punch on. Yeah. But it's just so consistent in its ability to just absolutely smash something. I think what I'm going to... Instantly, I can tell you my thoughts here is that I'm going to try and activate Okoye last to double move over to Shuri to start next turn. Because if I do it any earlier, Thanos, I fear, will stop it from happening.
And that's another good point for playing against Blackwater is try and keep you cool. This is probably not aimed at you, Jay, but just at your listeners or people watching who are interested, in that you're going to get people one-shotted like that and it's going to feel really bad and you're going to get a bit tilted. And so just try and keep you cool and exactly like you did go, okay, let's just think this through. I've still got a Koye for a bodyguard, so I'll put her over there last and I can at least save her next round, maybe.
Now, knowing that you are going to have priority, do I try and double tap her?
Well, removing a body is really good for you here.
Yep. She is the easiest body to do it.
I think so.
I also have that, but then again, I think I need to hold her till the end.
If you can get him down to 2 characters, that's much more manageable for you.
Yes.
And you're just in a bad position to go after Corvus, I think. So.
Yep. The only small upside I can say of that one shot is that that's still mine.
Yeah, agreed.
I think I do the Miles here.
Yep. Unless you stall out with a Toad, but...
True.
I mean, because you're in no room for Miles. Just a bit of a Toad stall might be interesting. You go and... Yeah. Because Thanos is not moving out there, I don't think. He's ignoring these.
Yes. Yeah, I think he's starting to punch on.
And Miles is in a pretty good spot, so you're looking pretty good. I'd leave you. I'd probably do a stall activation. I think you're in no hurry.
Okay.
I mean, unless he's only going to have one attack into Miles, so big deal.
Yeah, true that. I mean, Okoye is going to get 2, but he's going to have rerolls on it, so cover with rerolls.
Oh, God.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
So a stall activation for Toad here. Do we just sneak along the back here, ready to try and dash back in?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's sound. I mean, Okoye could double move out there and go for this.
Yep.
Maybe she can't reach it. So probably just going to be a little bit cautious of that. She's not going to be able to reach it, so I think that's a decent move.
Yep. I'll slide in behind Panther here and attempt to give him a backstop in case...
Yeah, the only thing to be cautious of is Thanos could teleport Toad over towards Corvus for a rinse repeat one shot and then a KO of Shuri and just
True.
feed in. So just keep that in the back of your mind that he can move up and still double displace you.
Yep. So maybe if I bring him back here like this, at worst I might end up... Yeah, I'm still going to be in range of that.
Yeah,
Maybe I can double... I've got 2 actions. I can always double move back to like here.
Yeah, a little bit more cautious.
I'll just double move to something along these lines where...
Yeah, you can make both. That's good. Yep. Just sitting back.
Plus I'll have the power to do...
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be... I'd have a power for a hop next turn, but not a hop and a secure. But a double medium will make both of them from that point.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
So he's now there, ready to put a fire out.
So I'm gonna do a Koye and go and grab that point,
That's fair.
just to give you something to think about here. You still want to stay next to Corvus?
Yep.
And she'll just pay 1 and flip it.
So, do I web swing to have a kick at Thanos? All I need to do is generate 1 power and I flip that and then move back onto that point. Because it's like, well, if I kick him, he'll be back here. Realistically, he's then 2 medium moves from that point, but he can still double medium and small advance me.
Yeah. Yeah, Thanos is not great at killing. I'd probably do it with an eye of caution near Corvus, because again, Thanos is going to move up and then probably teleport you across into the Corvus kill zone.
Set up the conveyor belt.
Yeah, but that's not. I don't dislike it. I mean, the other option is you do Panther, who's a bit more durable. You could long move and do an auto push. So why risk it with Miles when you
True.
can make it automatic?
Guarantee it. And I might get lucky and feed some power into Panther as well. I will do that. What? Not sure I want to do damage.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to daze him, you don't want to feed him power for nothing.
True. I might actually sit just so I can be literally as far away as possible from old mate here. I'm pretty sure that's doing me in without measuring it, which was very lazy of me, but all right, let's have a sneaky push here. I mean, the beauty of Wakanda, right? A lot of people don't realize, but you can re-roll your successes if you want to.
Yeah.
Box 1.
So I'm taking 1.
Yep, which does give you a cosmic portal. So I could pay a single power to spite myself here, which then stops me from interacting with the console.
Well, no, you're gonna get a power back, guaranteed. So, but unless you're trying to daze him, I wouldn't worry about. Yeah, I mean, save your power for a pounce next round, and.
Well, I've got to pay a power to flip this over.
Well, you're going to gain a power guaranteed here, right?
I mean, if I don't want to do damage to him, I can re-roll 1, but then I'm going to be tapped out anyway.
No.
I end up tapped out. So I just leave it as is.
Yep, so take 1.
Give you the small push, which will be straight back.
Nice. Yep.
And I'll just immediately spend that power to flip that.
Nice. will pass.
Nice. Web swinging Miles, kick Thanos.
Well,
Back to deployment.
It's not a bad idea.
Oops.
Because he can't displace both of them, and yeah, I don't mind that actually.
With 6 dice, I'll have a good go at it. It does feed power to him. I'd have to do a movement action as well. It'll put him back here somewhere though, which is,
That would be very cool for you. I mean,
Yeah.
you could probably just put the chips up.
Yeah, good point.
You know,
Mothership is 2 black orders. Can he spend 2? Place 1 of the 2 characters. Not. Yeah, he'll just be back here. It does force Mothership though.
what about if you go towards Okoye? It's just feeding to the Corvus conveyor belt though. So,
It is, yeah. Well, I'm intending on moving my Koye last, hopefully there. So if I teleport in there, give a Koye a kick, and then just move on to the console. Or maybe I could kick Corvus and just get him back here somewhere.
Yeah, the problem is if you miss Corvus, if you don't get the wild, that will be bad.
Yeah.
That will be bad.
Your Okoye does have 0 power right now, and I potentially have a 6 dice attack, a 4 dice attack, and 2 4 dice attacks, all with mega rerolls. What are the odds?
Well, I mean, 80% on the 6 dice. That's just spitballing, and a 50-50 on a 4 dice.
I was talking about dazing him.
Oh, oh god.
Of course.
Well, you could always do a web swing, and if you don't hit it, maybe then you could back away like a coward.
Yeah, it's true. Nothing wrong with that. But
I don't mind that play. I'd be going to his Corvus though and try and displace his Corvus.
Yeah.
So he doesn't.
I feel like that's the more annoying thing for him to deal with, right?
Yeah.
And I don't really want to give Okoye any power because currently she won't have any bodyguards online next round either. I might sort of web swing to there where at least I can be on that console and working that way.
Seems reasonable.
All right.
So I like seeing this as a Black Order player when they spread their chip damage around.
Actually, can I just reposition that a little bit? Because I just realised that any kick I do there will just be into your Okoye.
Yep.
So, can I sit on this at the same time?
It's a way, so you'll be fine. I'll probably just go to maximum 1 and you'll be fine, I think.
Okay.
You'll have plenty of room.
Nice. Yeah, that should slip up that way. All right.
Oh, no blocks.
Oh, got the wild.
Oh, very nice.
And I am tapped out though, so it costs him both his power to do that. So it'll just be 2 and a throw.
Nice one. You might want to lean into attrition here.
Well, that's it. Although I don't think there's any way I can keep you. Oh, actually there is.
Ooh, yeah.
How would that affect me in the long run? Puts him into there, and if I can double tap it, I will be trading my Shuri, guaranteed. But at least Corvus is now on the flip side.
I think stagger him. Just push him away.
Yeah.
Just push him away.
You just put that back down. Sorry.
Yeah, right. I'll measure the 2 for you.
Thank you.
If you can't get the 2.
Toggle towards Mars.
Is that a short? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Great. Yep. At least it'll force him to death blow.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, exactly. All right. And I did 2 damage, so I gained 2 power, which is a big plus for him.
very nice.
Very nice. Yes, I do. What to do with it?
Now, I think he's going to death blow next turn with a Glaive's Edge death blow because he's going to come back on 10 power.
Good point.
So he's going to one-shot Shuri, and then he's going to advance to there, and he's going to have 3 power left.
So I should move out of that.
Yeah.
He's on the edge there.
I'll probably just move back onto that side because you want Thanos to be able to. He can't displace 2 of them and flip the secure. So
And that will cost 7 power to do that, so he's not going to be able to double death blow if he does it in that order. So I will just move back to like here.
Yep.
I'll stay on the console just to try and make Thanos' life a little bit harder.
Yep. I think that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. So if I'm Thanos, do I go for the 50-50 or do I just teleport Corvus back up and punch someone?
Punch!
Yeah, maybe I'll just walk up and punch and see how I go. Oh, I want to be within range 4 though. That's probably most important. I'm not going to make it.
Not going to make the console and that.
Oh, please. Go to there.
At least if I do that push, that like reposition on Corvus, it does stop a cosmic portal from hitting one of my guys.
Yep. I'm going to mind gem.
The Panthos. That's fair.
Or do I don't have to do a 50-50 roll anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. Does it? Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go to... Oh, can I still get this? Yep, go to there. I'm going to mind gem Okoye away.
The one that makes me the most nervous is this one because of that size 3 truck. So it kind of kills the Okoye last activating into Shuri.
Yep, and Thanos will just pay 1 and just try the 50-50. So I think it's worth it having a crack here.
Yeah. You're still at that magical number of 2. 50-50, keeping the odds as it is. Well, I got 1 success, you got 1 failure.
Alright. I think if I got it, it would probably... It forces Okoye to come up. So, yeah, it'd be worth it. It was worth a go.
So I know I can small advance back on there. And then, what does just do a bit casual cheating here.
That's right. I don't think it's going to make it.
No. Well, I could probably get within 2 if I do the double.
Yep.
Might hopefully force you into not going straight off the bat with
Yeah.
It does bring a second person over for Corvus. Currently he only has 1, but I would like to try and attempt to keep Shuri alive.
I think she's going to die.
Because if I can... I mean, poor old Okoye is going to get absolutely one shot from this death.
Yep.
Death's wave.
Range.
Yeah. But I will have a zillion rerolls, so... And if you put the big attack into Okoye... I mean, but you'll get to double... You're probably going to get a wild, which means you'll probably get to just double strike Shuri.
Okay, I'm just going to mute, so I'm going to head downstairs. Maddie's just going to bed.
Okay.
I'll be about 1 minute.
No worries. It's actually really tough.
Sorry, mate.
You're right.
So this is a decision point for you because I think Shuri's going to be a lost cause. Doesn't matter what you do.
That's true. I'm just looking at it going, do I then move her here and set up a shield wall to try and attempt to just hold these 2 consoles? It does just concede this console to you.
This is a rough choice.
Yeah.
You think if I had the center, it would be easy for you. Just go into the center. But yeah,
Yep.
I feel like you're going to move her over there to a death.
Yeah. If you commit with the massive attack, which I'm no doubt you will, because you're going to at least be going for the medium advance, there is like basically a 100% chance. There's no world where she doesn't get one shot Okoye.
I think I one-shot her, and then I'd probably advance and flurry. I might not
Yep.
get the flurry, but I've still got a second attack. Yeah.
Yep. The other option is I like let you do the thing onto Shuri and try and have my Okoye over here to take the flurries, which will be going into her shield wall. And bait him into slowing him down that way.
So you don't need that point, right?
No, I don't.
Well, in fact, you can push. Yeah, in fact, that's worth it because you're going to control the point, so you'll be able to push Corvus away. So if he doesn't hit a flurry, he doesn't death blow. Sorry, he doesn't. If he doesn't hit the wild, he doesn't hit the flurry. So
That's a good point. Yeah, the sword, the sword activation. Yeah, that's a good point. I have completely forgot about the whole point that we brought sword.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Done.
So you win that round again.
So I think I basically just have to be.
Yeah. Yep.
Because the way I see it is, if I can win it round 1, 2, 3, I'm sitting at 9, which that's great. If in the off chance I can then win it between 4, 5, 6, then all I've got to do is just essentially run for my life.
Well, I think you just need to win 4 rounds.
That's and then just like build a bunker in the corner of the map.
Yep. Okay, so we've done this. Is now time for the rivals? I don't think so.
Let me just do this in the power phase.
Yep.
Just send him straight back.
Yep.
Thank God for sword base, and everything else is done.
All right. So what we're going to do?
It's crazy that neither of us have had to play a tactic card at this point.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's coming though.
Coming, so is Christmas. So let's move him up to here.
Yep.
Did I get a cheeky range 2? I think I did. All right, so we'll do a Glaive's Edge death blow. Let's do 3 for Glaive's Edge.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for a death blow. Now this is where I'm going to get a bit sticky. So I could go into Shuri, and you can bodyguard it into a Okoye. Or I could just do a Okoye.
1 leaves Okoye with an extra 2 power.
And try and one-shot her. No, look, I'll do it into Shuri and force you to power.
Exactly. There's no world where Okoye doesn't try to take this punch, and at least this way your Okoye is minus 2 power.
I'm not going to boost it though, because I want to try. I'm going to get greedy and try and get a flurry, which I probably should do, but I'm going to try.
That makes sense, and try and boost up the flurry.
Yeah. Okay, 2 shields. The bane of Corvus. Shield.
We slowed him down, boys. 3 shields.
Ooh, 3 shields. So 2, 4, 5.
5. So I'll do the Okoye reroll, and I'll pay 1 for Wakanda.
Yep.
So I'll tap those 2. And then I'll double tap Shuri. No! Takes 4. I just wanted to see 1 more.
So that was actually a good example of the variance that Blackwater relies on.
Yeah.
They get a little bit greedy like I just did then, and it doesn't pay off. I'm in a really bad spot.
Yep. It's paid off in that you've got Okoye, but you didn't get the flurry.
That's right, yeah.
I think I still... How much will I take there? I'll take 4. I'll just assume it's 4.
Yeah, 4. I do get to do a flurry, sorry, a movement. So Shuri's on. I don't want to be staggered by Shuri here. So...
Oh yeah, you better believe that I was actually looking at Shuri just then, like, and you will be receiving a Sonic Crush on Corvus.
Yeah, no. Do I want to go towards... Yeah, that was kind of...
You did speak about Black Order's variants, like your season that you ran with Black Order. I do remember having a lot of conversations between you, me, and Travis, where it was just like, I'm just going to need a few things to go my way this week, and if it doesn't go my way, I'm going to be in serious trouble.
Yep. Yep, that's virtually it. He's just going to move to there.
Yep.
He's done. Yeah, look, they do need dice rolls to cooperate because they're a dice faction. Like Thanos has got awesome control, and Corvus has got great dice manipulation, but you still need to roll them.
Yep.
And their game plan is rolling good dice and killing things.
Yeah.
To
And
allow
that
Thanos roll late game.
I will say that this sword base is 100% what I'm going for tomorrow. That has assisted in not getting womboed just immediately once in 3 turns or once in 2 turns already.
Right. But the horrible thing about it is, I mean, the Black Order players roll well. If Corvus rolls a flurry there, I'd move up and probably Thanos boosts a strike into.
Yep. Yeah, it's irrelevant.
It can be horrible. It can be so bad.
Corvus is the reason I don't play X-Men, because I know that I have to play Corvus to play X-Men.
I think so.
And I just don't want to play Corvus. I don't know why. I just, like you said, it's a different kind of boring.
But that's my Corvus model. I love playing him. I think that's actually mine. It is.
Yeah.
Actually. Thanos isn't mine, but Corvus and Proxima.
Get a zoom in on that. Get the close up. Excited to see some of your new models coming in as well.
Yeah. I wanted them to put the Thanos in, but they already had one of their Thanoses, which is a shame because mine's like a dark purple.
Yeah, yours is awesome. Yeah. Which goes with their the fist as well, their symbol.
Yes.
I think I go Shuri here anyway, because you might be able to boost up an Okoye attack into her.
Yeah, I mean, Okoye is going to try and KO Shuri for sure.
Yeah. So do I run? Knowing that you can just teleport me back? Do I move up and put a stagger on Corvus just as a parting gift?
Well, you've got to hit the wild for the stagger.
True.
If you stay there, you're giving me a VP.
That's true. I could also triple push Okoye if it came to it.
You could.
And
I mean, the person you want to be pushing is Corvus.
Yeah.
But you're not in a good position for Wakanda Forever because Panther's pushing Thanos the wrong way.
Yeah, towards.
I don't mind you sort of running with Shuri here.
You can also just go straight back this way.
And she just becomes your reroll bot.
Yeah. I could bring her like Long Kong down to here and then like build my way back up. Especially if I park her there, because then the advance... Yeah. I mean, you can do the range 2 teleport thingy, but then the advance can't go over that truck.
Yeah, it'd have to be range 2 place. Yeah, no, I don't mind that. It's it's hard. I mean, yeah, you could triple move Okoye away, I suppose. And then... I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think
if you stay there, you're dead.
Yeah, 100%. I don't want to give you a VP. I could Sonic Crush Okoye.
And then move back. Yeah, you could.
Yeah. Run back here or something.
You might one-shot her, or you might do nothing.
True.
And lose all your power for your reroll.
For nothing. I don't mind a move back to here.
You get some cover.
Yeah.
And then you can
it's a bit harder for Thanos to get to as well. I think you can still do it, but you have to do a big medium move over to here.
That's reasonable. You go back there, get some cover, and push Okoye away.
Yep. I will do the push first, because then I can just auto flip that console.
Yep. Or would you push Thanos from there and try and push him in kind of this direction?
Yeah. Yeah, true. If I go to here with rerolls and cover, I actually think I stand a good enough chance to
I mean, you probably take
survive the hits. Yep, I'm going to actually push Thanos. You're right.
Yeah, sure. Just push him.
Yeah.
You roll.
I just roll on it to see if I get a skull. I do.
Yeah. Do you want to push him in that direction? I should ask.
Yes. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And then I will just... I'm going to have a go at flipping this anyway.
Yeah. Well, you're moving away, right? So it's automatic.
No, I got to... because your Okoye's there. That's not my Okoye.
No, but when you move away, my Okoye will automatically get it back.
I know, but you'll have to drop a power on it at least then.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which stops you getting the bodyguard. You still,
Okay.
I mean, you're going to get to throw spears anyway, but it's at least keeping your power low. And I've got ample power at this point on Shuri.
Okay.
She can easily dump it. No, there we go. I'll try power off her. And then I'll just walk back. I'll go back to like there.
Yeah, sure.
And still in range there. Nice.
I will pass. I think Miles is probably going to kick me away.
Or
It's a little bit
Panther.
annoying. Maybe I'm going to start punching snot out of Miles.
I really liked the pre-game analysis you gave me on Miles because he's often a character that I overlook.
Miles is good.
Yeah, he's good to go. I almost put Gwen there.
My best chance of damaging Panther is through throws.
Oh,
So
sorry.
let's, as much as I don't want to do this, maybe I don't need to. Let's do a Koye. I'll bait this out a little bit longer. Let's do a Koye. I'll throw a spear. I'll throw a spear into Shuri.
Yep.
Am I within range 4 of Thanos? I don't think so.
I think with the push, it got away from it. That was the other advantage of getting rid of Thanos is that I can stop the beef up.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
It's still a Koye shooting missiles though. I've wasted the roll. You get a power?
Yeah, I'll get a power. I'll just roll another one. Oh my god, she's made up for it.
Oh, don't worry. Shuri stepped up as well.
Of course she does.
You know what? Oh, skull. 3 with the cover.
Take 2. No, do gain 2 power for 2 throws.
And I take 2.
Do I want to do anything else? No. We're still good.
Nice. So with you only having 1 activation left, I mean, you can still medium move and cap that at will with your advance. I was trying to think if I wanted to try and get cute and send Miles over to attempt to flip that. And but I think Thanos with 2 moves can probably still get to both.
The auto stagger is so good on Panther by pushing Thanos away.
Yeah, true. My Panther is within 2. I should remember that. I'll just do Panther.
You could do Miles with a couple of kicks. So then you could open up Panther for Wakanda forever. So
That's true.
I don't know. Coin toss. I think they're both pretty handy.
Yep. I'll do Panther now because his is guaranteed.
Yep. 3 for me.
Oh, it's a good old Panther roll. 1.
Yep. 1 block. Right.
And then I'll just do the old send you straight back.
Yep.
Taking these pushes like an absolute champion, like me taking my dazes. So I do have 1 action left here. Do I long move and Wakanda Forever? I push on Corvus.
Ooh, we could set up for a Shuri to double displace.
Yes, maybe I push you to like there and then launch you straight back that way.
Yeah, actually, I quite like that. Yeah, I quite like that a lot.
Yep, that's what I'll be doing. So I will long move and I'll sit like...
I mean, it makes almost an auto VP on this point for Thanos.
Yep.
But Toad, you have to send Toad in, so there is a trade-off, but I think that's a reasonable trade-off.
Yep.
And Shuri might not be around too long to be able to use it, so...
Yeah, true that. So I will Wakanda Forever here.
Yep.
I'll start using some of these tactics cards to try and get an edge, I think.
Yeah.
This will be a push. I might actually try and get cute here and see if I can sneak some damage through. Oh, my dice were listening to me.
Ooh, yes. Very nice.
Oh, 4. I think I'll pay 1 and do a reroll.
Yeah. Yep,
I'll try and spike this up. I should have paid a power on Shuri before, which I didn't.
That's right.
It went into a blank. So 4 becomes 3, becomes 2.
Ooh, nice.
We'll just, yep, I'll just push you straight at that point.
Yeah.
Roughly like there.
Perfect.
Yep. And then the pinball machine starts up.
Yep. Wakanda is so good. That
Yeah.
was forever. Busted.
I wish they'd. I actually kind of would like them to rework it to something like Lovable Misfits.
I think you just got to restrict it.
Yeah,
Honestly,
all restricted would be fine. I do have a skull, and I've got 3 there.
So take one.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah,
very
nice. And just send you straight back. I might actually send you like that way.
Yeah, Wakanda win rate is just too high, and
They're so consistent. Like, that's the thing that gets me right. The auto pushes and millions of rerolls.
yep. I will pass again.
Yep. Who have I got
Yeah,
left?
I think if you restrict Wakanda Forever, I mean, I'd like to see Shuri and Wakanda Forever restricted.
Yeah.
Say, hey, Wakanda, you can have cool stuff, but you can't have restricted cards as well.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit heavy-handed.
I don't mind that because Shuri features so heavily in every other 10-man roster just because of how easy she is. And yeah, she has dropped off, but you look at guys like Pat, and all he does is just takes Panther, Shuri, and Okoye, like he said on our podcast, because it's just so easy to take 3 character slots and 1 single card, and you have an entire affiliation online. But if those two,
maybe it's enough to just strict Wakanda Forever.
True.
I think, I mean, also AMG had said they don't want to do the character pieces, so
yeah,
I'd like to see MODOK and Shuri and
the menaces.
And Angela restricted.
Yep.
Just
yeah, exactly. So I got Miles here. He has 3 power, so I could get cute and attempt to just completely split Thanos and.
Get another. We can displace Thanos again.
True. You do have Mothership online.
And you could try and daze Corvus.
I was actually just thinking that. I'm literally just about to measure that out.
I'm a huge fan of that play, but
I got the single reroll.
You're just buying time for yourself, right? So putting someone to the conveyor belt probably doesn't buy you time.
True. But if I push Thanos out, the Mothership's there to bring him back to Corvus anyway. But again, it does guaranteed give me the 3 points, the 2 points in the middle.
I'd be 100% pushing Thanos away here, or trying to. And if you don't, just move back. Swing in, have a crack.
Yeah, true. I will do that. I'll just sit there at that range 3 point. I'll pay 2. Yep. Have a cheeky kick.
I really like Miles. He's really... Miles and Gwen are really growing on me.
Triple wild.
Oh.
Where's my Enchantress?
Savage. Okay, block 2. So I take none.
Take none. I don't think it's worth actually trying to go for one more on him, so I'll just send him diagonal like that.
You're a monster.
You're a monster.
Yeah,
and
really
medium move back. I think I'm going to put him like right there. No, actually I want to get away from Thanos. Or maybe I'll go back to here. My idea for putting him there is that if Thanos tries to double move, I think I'm taking up the location that he needs to sit in.
Well, he's got enough to mind gem, teleport, and
so there's no reason, so I'll just sit back here. You can just move me at will.
Yeah, the question is, can I actually make it explode?
For our fellow YouTube members watching this is what when we're on Strike Better and we're talking about Wakanda and how like just insane they are. This is the Wakanda we're talking about, where I'm doing minuscule damage. In fact, half of it has been accidental, and just trying to control my way into winning.
I'm just gonna teleport Panther. Sorry.
Mind jamming, yep.
No, it has to be a teleport. Range 2. I was wrong one. My bad.
Yeah.
I can't put him back where he was.
If you do the throw push like that.
Oh no, it has to be
there we go.
It has to be range 2.
I mean, if you did the throw push, you could get him like chopped back in there, but it's all good.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
So it'll cost him 2. I'll just spend it all because I'm going to then move up. Every time I'm not attacking is a win for you, I think.
Yes, yeah, because Corvus has just done all the boomstick lifting here.
Yep, and then I'll mind gem Miles, pain in the anus.
Yeah. He's also a character that I feel like you might be just looking at him going, swing at Miles, 2 rerolls. What kind of
Also,
reroll?
Thanos punching these guys is not a a good thing. So I'll just do that and force Toad to come a little
Yeah,
bit
he's
closer.
going to come in.
But so this is all right for Blackwater because they've had a 50-50 on round 1 to get it.
Yep.
And they're going to a 50-50 on round 3 to get it. So
It's good for them.
it's not terrible. Yeah.
I think I still go for the range 2 interact here.
Yeah.
How much power has Toad got? 2. Shame. Be nice if I could hop and attempt to push you out. But I think his push is limited. Size 2. Yep.
Yeah.
I think I still do this, even though it does let you freely flip it back. At least this way he's not going to get smashed by Thanos for any reason.
Well, you want to do it because you want to get the push here, so...
Yep.
50.
Flip.
Like all good Marvel games.
Yep.
50 dice roll.
No! We've had 3 blanks.
My way this time.
Yep. 2 for you and 1 for me on the 50s.
Well, I can keep my pants on for this game then, which is good. I was worried about that.
Yeah, I've never ever kept anybody to 0.
Mate, Adam Murgatroyd beat me 20-0.
Wow.
It was when I was learning Blackwater really early on, before Reality Gem was released.
Oh, man.
With Time Gem or something stupid.
Oh, disgust.
And he 20-zipped me on Alien Ship and Deadly Meteors, and he was running Asgard with mission objective. It was filthy.
Oh. So even in the off chance you could have stolen the extract,
I did.
he palmed it.
Yeah, he palmed it. I was like, you bastard. And he had Loki. It was horrible.
Oh.
Curses Murgo.
No.
Alright, so we'll do some
You
pushing.
get to sword.
This time. I get to push you. That's exciting. I really want to KO something. It's a push too.
Yeah, so that carve's helping me there.
Yep, good play. I think it's this. Have I done that? Yeah. I think it's that. So Corpse is about to go down. The one thing I don't like about Sploosh's roster, he doesn't have blood to spare.
Yeah,
I think that is
I'm happy to not see that, to be honest. Whenever I look at Black Order rosters, I end up dropping Execute for Blood to Spare.
Yeah, I prefer blood to spare to Execute.
But Execute does enable you to have a shot at characters like Panther, etc.
So some triangulation here. Oh my god, Corvus got 8 power.
Yeah. I've accidentally almost dazed him.
Alright, we're gonna do this. He accidentally almost dazed him. We're gonna do this.
Easy.
Alright, so we're gonna do a...
Does Shuri get the tiniest bit of cover there? I don't think so.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna do it that way. I think I'm gonna do it another way.
Okay.
Do a 1, 2, 3. Wave's Edge, Death Blow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanos. I don't think I'm going to get greedy and not bump this up again.
For Okoye?
Yeah. Oh, you got Shuri rerolls.
Yes.
I will bump this up with Thanos. This is a bit of a risk. I'll bump it up with Thanos and I'll go into Okoye. So this will be a 9 dice.
Ugh.
Oh my. It's massive.
She's dead. She's dead. Roll it out. We'll see how big it gets. That's 5 crits.
Roll it in. It's
Yeah.
6 crits.
6 crits.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 crits.
2, 3, 4, 5. This is obnoxious. This is why Black Order's obnoxious
Yeah.
sometimes. Sure. 9,
Um,
10, 11, 12,
you'd be
13.
faster to count the shields. Yeah, I block 0. Take.
So I'll gain a VP. I will...
You don't need to measure off her for anything, do you?
No. I will advance medium to here.
Yep. Have a go there.
And Schwacko the Diddlio on Flurry into Shuri. Just 5 dice.
Yep.
Trying to get 3 hits. Or trying to get 3 damage through.
Ooh, that's a good start with 3 crits.
Needs
Oh, 1
wild
crit.
for-
Oh, 2 crits, sorry, 2 crits. What are we at?
1, 2,
3, 4.
4.
So
Yes.
I will re-roll 1 with Wakanda.
Very nice.
Hey,
He lives on 1.
thank God. That's it. That's the only thing I find that is semi-balanced about Corvus is that the Glaive's Edge Deathblow costing is so big that it's not able to be done twice unless you can get a massive flurry off.
Now I'm thinking, I agree. He's a bit dicey. But again, I mean, we've seen a couple of attacks now where it could have gone. Like I just got a Koye last round.
Yep. Yeah. I flopped my re-rolls.
Yeah. So they're dicey. But when that goes your way as a Blackwater player,
Oh, it's good.
So I'm thinking about medpacking Corvus, and I'm thinking about letting him die. And I'm thinking about flipping this. I already own it, so I don't.
You own it.
So I think I'll medpack him.
The only argument I can give you against letting him die is that I only have to do 1 damage to him. So he's only going to go to 3, which then becomes 5 next round, which 5 doesn't actually do anything for him. But if you medpack him, he goes to 6 next round. Still nothing. Okay.
So how much power does Shuri have? Can she
10.
double schwackle?
Yes. Yeah. Easy.
I can bodyguard it with a Koye.
Yep.
So let's medpack. I normally like medpack on Thanos, but we'll do this. 1, 2, 3.
Gross. All that hard work.
Yeah. Done. Oops, I flipped the wrong thing. Medpack. There we go.
Now, what I'm looking at here is a Shuri Bitter Rivals onto Corvus just to limit any crazy. I do need to start working these tactic cards, but
I think your order of attacks is going to be important here.
yeah. So what I'm thinking is one, I want to Bitter Rivals Corvus to drop Okoye to 3 dice when she goes for Shuri, because Shuri can medpack.
Medpack's good for Shuri here.
Brings her up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to probably push a Koye with a Panther Gauntlet, and then do the big Sonic Crush into Corvus and aim for the stagger.
Yep. So if I medpack first, I can at least gain the power from the I'll gain power from the what's the name?
Again, though, if you leave her there, she probably dies next round.
Yeah, true. I can climbing gear though, and at least climbing gear down to here.
Yes, climbing gear's not bad.
Yeah. So if I go med pack, drops me to 1. So at least it's more difficult for Okoye to get me. I can then, when I push Okoye, I'm going to gain power from it. So hopefully go back to 10. So I'm going to push Okoye.
Yep, I like it. Get her out of bodyguard.
Oh, Shuri, just rolling for nothing but fire.
Always the way.
Yeah. She has the best 6 dice attack in the game. I rolled the skull as well. So Okoye, I think I do just push her in this direction.
Yep. Oh, try and remember to get her out of Thanos if you can.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to. I'll put the thing down just in case. Don't think so. No.
Nah.
I'll do it anyway. Oh.
Judge.
Get the old zooms out. Like a glove.
Oh, well placed.
And then I will pay the...
Do you push him or do you stagger him?
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm actually going to try and stagger him here. I'm going to do the big attack.
Well, have a look at this first. I think that's the important one.
Yep.
Because he can still death blow on his return.
So I can get out of it. And if... I mean, Thanos can obviously... Oh, no, he's powerless currently. Did you hit your power phase?
I did. I remember I used it for a...
Oh, that's right. You beefed him up.
Yep, I went ham.
Yep, I like it. I'm going to do the pay 4. Go for a stagger to attempt to slow you down next round.
I like it.
7 dice.
Ooh, Corvus, good block.
Oh, no.
Oh, great block.
Oh, there's a wild. Thank God. Thank God. So you've got 3 blocks, and I've got 5. Becomes 1, and I think I'm happy with that. With a stagger.
Stagger is good actually. Yeah. I mean, perfect world, you probably days in, but
Yeah. And then I will pay the 3 for climbing gear.
yeah, I like it, Joe. Very nice.
Place. And just try and get as absolute far down as possible. I think that's still out. Yep.
Yep. No, good play.
Nice, thank you.
It's good. Climbing is one of those cards that I've played it since it came out, and I really liked it. I've been sort of in and out of my roster. It was the 8th. It was my 9th card when Hide Muscle was around. So I was really pleased with that.
Yeah, it's been in all my rosters since Hide Muscle disappeared. Because I also don't mind the idea of sometimes using it really offensively for that free move in for the double attack or whatever. Only downside is this. I no longer get the cover for it.
I mean, I probably do, 1 or 2 damage here?
Oh, it's a Koye.
Oh, yeah, it's a Koye. 10 damage.
10 damage. 4 crits. I've got 1 block, so that's what matters.
And I was about to pay for a Wakanda reroll, but
I will pay for a Wakanda reroll.
Yep, sure.
There it is.
Very nice. Very nice. Alright, that is Koye done.
Alright, now do we go the full...
Ooh, I'm just thinking about all you've got in.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
How much health have you got? Oh, you got 4.
4.
Nah, too soon.
If I was powerless, you'd think about it.
Too soon.
Damn, out of range there.
Lucky you have a dirty pounce.
Yep. Well, what I was hoping was I could do an attack, pounce attack. Just push him out of there.
Monster.
Alright. I think I still... Even if I... I need to keep Miles to my last activation, so I'm going to do Panther just to move you out. Then I'll probably go Toad, then I'll probably go Miles after that.
How good's Miles been? It's been good.
It's been awesome. Really rate him. Panther will do a dirty pounce.
Yeah.
I don't particularly want to give you power though. So I think maybe I just...
Well, I've used Medpack now, so... Oh, yeah, power.
Yeah, because you currently don't have enough to do any cosmic portals. So at least if I can put a body on it and push you...
Punch away to score. I mean, there's a world where you flop into Panther and don't generate any power.
True. What I was thinking was just putting a body there, and then I guess unless you activate next, I can put a second body there, and then it's a 50-50 for you to flip it again.
You just do Toad.
Yeah.
And run. Just interact and then run.
Yep. Put an Incinerate down. Free attack, and then...
Yeah, I'll have to punch you. I'll have to drag in Panther and...
Try and do it.
Just Toad, try and flip the console with Toad and then run away.
True. Alright, Toad it is.
I mean, he's just good.
Just because it's... Yeah, and just because it's my nothing attack, isn't it?
Yeah.
My nothing activation.
Yeah.
Curse you! That's my last 3.
Yeah.
Does he do a sneaky... He can't push him anyway, so I think I just move him back.
Get out of there. Just get out of there, Toad.
Run, Toad. Protect yourself.
I'm gonna pass.
Yep. What I would like to do here is push Thanos so that he doesn't get enough power.
Webline, baby.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Ooh.
what's the web kick thing?
Yeah. Double hit him. He will get a lot of power out of that, potentially.
I mean, you can just... Yeah,
I think I leave Panther till the end because he's guaranteed, right? Miles is the gamble.
yeah. I mean, you can just move Miles up. You don't have to web swing if you don't want to. You
True.
Just try and get a 50-50 on...
I've been flopping those 50s at this point.
That means you do, mate.
I want to tell you that's how it works, but you and I both know.
Well, the benefit of web swinging though is that if you miss it, you can run away.
Yep. I will do the web swing
Yeah.
to move up,
Yeah, for free.
just to within the absolute max of 1.
You've already. Oh no, that's right, because I control it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Yep. I thought you controlled it. Yep.
Hang on a
Just
sec.
get your ankle that you want on Thanos too. You probably want to
Thank
go
you.
a bit more central, I think.
Smart. Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can send you back that way.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's better.
Alright. 6.
Damage me. Give me all the power.
So, oh, it's not looking good. Definitely not damaging you, and I'm definitely not pushing you.
Ooh, do you stay there now?
I'm actually thinking I do. Because there's no run.
So if you do that,
You're going to throw me into Panther.
Panther, and that's my best way of damaging both of them.
I do have brace for impact still. But I mean, that's just letting you have it for free.
Don't feed the beast, mate. You're up on points.
Yeah, there's no... I just would love to be able to interact and try and flip that, but realistically the last one that matters is Panther anyway.
What about pretend you interacted and it failed?
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you run away outside of range 3?
Range 3 is the mind, isn't it?
The mind.
Yeah, so I'll maybe move down to here.
Or even out of well, you won't have the power to web swing. Oh, it doesn't matter because you're out of line of sight. You can
Yep.
just hop back over.
Web crawler over. At least this way.
I like that. So it forces me now to probably move up to here.
Also means that if you want to mind stone him for some reason,
Yeah.
he has to like mind out here.
No, he's a wall crawler. So
Oh yeah, good point. You can just send him straight over. Inside of him.
I'm going to mind shenanigans.
Yep.
Touch gloves on Panther. A little bit too cute there. And then I'll just punch Miles Morales.
Yep.
I don't really want to give Miles power, but it's my best chance to generate some. The Thanos curse.
The Thanos curse, like Thor.
All that threat and all that nothing.
Well, that's it, eh? Like, Thanos without reality just can... Yeah.
He's a control piece. If
Yeah.
you can get lucky, he's a control piece.
I got a single block there, so I think that's enough.
Yeah, I can't do anything. You're good. You're good.
And I guess I just Panther. Go for a push.
Yeah, it's another example of Thanos with only 1 gem. I really struggled in Season 3 on his power. And I think one of the great builds of the time gem is the additional power. So you can do all those control things.
Yes.
Still boost your attack.
Yeah. 2.
Alright.
So the odds are 0. Yep.
Damn it, I blocked one.
That's it with Thanos. When you see 1 to 2 hits, like the odds of damaging him is like so low.
Yeah.
As long as he's outside of 1, I'm happy with that. Yep. And then I will not be greedy. I was like, do I go greedy? No. I like him only having 1. Oh, no, you have 2 power to start next turn.
Yep.
I think I might pounce and give him another push.
Ooh, how much power you got? Yeah, you got enough power to do
Yeah,
that,
like
so.
pounce to here.
You'll...
I got to
yeah,
dodge.
okay.
Got to dodge Miles.
Miles.
Where's he
Point
sitting?
there.
What does that look
Yeah,
like?
that might work. Mind you, you don't need to because you can just auto push him anyway.
Yeah,
Well, it's a double push, I suppose.
yeah, like double
Mate,
push him
you
down there.
actually want to push Corvus, don't you?
Yes,
You want to push Corvus.
yes, I want to push Corvus because then that stagger on him becomes even more painful.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yep, I like it. I like it.
Pay 2. And again.
Yep, box 1.
2.
Damn it.
I'm rolling average. I think I should go send him that way. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, it's nasty. Well
And
done.
then pay 1 to flip it.
Mm.
I feel like that's the kind of turn I'm hunting for
You
because
are. Yep.
I feel like I got out of that. Even though I lost to Koye, I feel like I got out of that relatively unscathed.
Keeping Shuri was massive there. Yeah, that was good. I'll just hit clean up.
Yep.
Then you can push one of my dudes away.
You better believe it's Corvus.
But the good thing, what I really liked about your plays, we spoke about pre-game, about the different lines of playing to Black Order.
Yep.
You have to adjust and adapt based on what your opponent presents. So initially you've tried to do some probing attacks, see what the results are. You haven't got the damage you needed on Thanos, so you're going, well, I'm not going to try and attrition Thanos, I'll just control Thanos. But hey, I've done some chip damage on Corvus here. Maybe I'll go into some attrition on him.
Yep. Which is what I was pivoting for.
Yeah, which is really good. So this ruins my death to Shuri play, which is very sad face Panda. So I think what we'll do is a Koye to try and kill Shuri.
That's fair.
So we'll throw a spear. Don't want to play any cards.
The big pushes on Thanos there as well at least stops you from getting to that 6 dice throw.
Yep. Oh, a Koye, you failed.
Oh, Shuri, you've wasted it.
Alright, I'll do another one.
Yeah.
Second attack. That's a little better, Okoye.
Oh, thank God there's 1 block. I'll start my Wakanda stuff.
3.
1 block, and the reroll fails, so it's 2 damage going through.
2 damage. Now, unfortunately, I think I'm going to do all you've got here on her.
I am not upset about that.
It's going to be a menace. Yeah, it feels like a bit early, but the game's getting out of hand for me.
Yes, if I can cap these 1 more time, I'm Gonskis.
So we'll do all you've got.
Yep.
Maybe I should have done this last turn, but here we are.
But when at the time that Okoye was activating, I don't think it looked anywhere near as dire. I'll just do that.
3. Yep.
Ooh, 2.
1 gets through.
There's a chance.
Ooh.
There's a chance.
Here she goes.
Oh.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
Ooh, 1 block. You're at 3, so I guarantee we'll take 1. Yeah. Dead. That's
So I think that was worth it.
Yeah. Well, it's either way you're trading for a KO on a character.
So even though I get 3 here, I go to 8. And then next round, yeah, okay, it's still winnable, but it's not looking good. Okay, over you. I think any other things I want to play? Nah.
I think I do Toad here because it's the nothing activation.
Or do you just push old Thanos away a bit further?
He's so... he always catches me off guard with just how fast he is. But maybe if I pounce, push, long move back.
Yeah, I mean, pushing him away is really bad for Thanos here.
I think I will do that. I'll pounce to like there.
So good. This is why I think Wakanda's so strong into Black Order. I know a lot of people think, well, not a lot. I know some people think that Wakanda's not a bad matchup for them, but their control is just so strong.
Just gonna fix this up because the throw push isn't working.
Yeah, right. No,
there we go.
Yep.
That's what I mean. So like, if I can get a few things going my way, I don't feel so bad about Black Order.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh, Panther might actually do one here.
I hope so.
Yes! Thanos, you're too tanky.
Yep. Sometimes it's not good.
Yeah. Which is weird, because I find whenever I play Thanos, I swear he just will take 4 or 5 damage out of nowhere, and then I will long move back. Why is my long over there? I think I just long move back so that I'm on the console. But
I think so.
But like that.
Yep. Because again, I don't have the power to displace both.
Yep.
And interact. Yep. I like it a lot.
Dunzos.
I will pass. Oh, I can't
Oh.
pass actually.
Oh, yeah, 2-2. You've killed enough of my characters.
Goddamn Miles.
Yeah,
See, that was Gwen. If that was Valkyrie, Thanos, I think, would have gone after him.
for sure.
After her with damage.
Valkyrie is a character, even in Wakanda, I often just am like, well, she's going to die at some point.
Maybe I have. I've got to just move up. It's upsetting. I just keep moving back.
Oh, I didn't do my sword. I did do my sword push because I pushed Corvus.
I will. I will Mind Gem miles away.
Nice. Oh!
When I say away, I mean that way.
Into the meat grinder.
Thanos.
My Panther is not showing as in range of that console, but I did do the place one on it.
I'm not gonna try and score it. I'll just leave it.
Okay. It's not got anything above it, but it should have a Wakanda above it. The Wakanda's just gonna put it next to it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think I interact, sadly.
So Corvus basically just has to do a medium move. But he has the power to do Mothership. Mothership. So at least, if you're going to do the Mothership, I don't think there's a world I can take that one. And if I had one more power, I could be able to just nick it and run away. And that'd be an absolute, that'd be horrible for you.
Oh yeah, it's horrible already.
So I mean,
Blackwater is now desperate on trying to manufacture something.
Yep. I think I'm going to go Miles here and attempt to possibly push Thanos in this direction.
Ooh, okay. Yep.
Something like that. Because I know you can Mothership him and then you'll get a go at it.
It's going to be one pretty crappy attack, to be honest.
That's true. But I want that crappy attack to be on I want it to be Panther.
That's fair.
So I think I might just double move him over to here. And then make that on Panther. Roughly there, I think, is good because that's roughly a medium move to be back and contesting. Yep, nice.
All right, so I've got to do it as much as I don't want to do it. I have to bring in Corvus.
Let me just click.
Security to.
I'll just click that stagger for you.
That's right. I think I have to backstop myself, so I don't want to do that either. Panther will have a bit of a backstop field day. We'll just have a strike into Panther. This
Yep.
is going to be a waste of effort, but I'll have to go. Oh, actually, sorry. No. I've got to throw a spear at.
Oh, nice.
Sorry. Throw a spear at.
Miles. Oh, or Toad. Sneaky.
How much power has Toad got?
3.
3. I'll do it at Miles. Oh.
Oh, Miles. Stepping up.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good roll though for Corvus. You got 4.
I got 3 currently.
Oh, that's nice. Well
I will do Miles rerolls. And I do have power for Wakanda. This is a throw, isn't it? So you don't you gain a single power from this guarantee, don't you?
single power. Yep.
Okay. I think I still do the Wakanda anyway. Because if I fail it,
Stay
I
Stay alive.
Yeah.
Stay alive.
damn you, Miles.
Crappy rerolls, DJ. So one damage. One damage. And then you'll just pay 1 and try and flip the
Yep.
jiggy. Ooh.
My
that's a
lot.
success. No, I don't think maybe it is a success. Attack, defense, dodge, or interact. It
Yeah.
is.
And sword says it treats as a critical, so it's success.
There you go. Black Order forever.
Now I need to. I think I still need to flip this.
You do, yeah. 50-50. I was pretty happy when you recruited Miles, actually. I think you maybe could have got a bit aggressive with Miles there.
I completely misplayed that in my head for some reason. I thought Panther hadn't activated.
Oh.
Because it's been just it's brain fade.
That's right.
In my head, I was like, "Oh, I've activated Toad," and I think for some reason I just wasn't seeing the Tico Panther, and just wasn't. I had the stream review up, so I have no excuse because a big old tick over his head. That was just my fault.
If Miles had flipped that one, you were looking pretty good.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out is if Toad can make that, but I actually don't think he can.
But range 2.
To that one.
Oh, no, you won't be able to make that one.
If I just absolutely straight line that, I think I can make that.
Yeah, easy. So this is the third 50-50 roll for who wins the points in the round, which again, 3 versus 5 is pretty good for quarter. It's not terrible.
Oh man, I've failed 4 in a row on that.
You have. Yep, that's been very average.
Wait,
that
no,
was
that's massive because it means I have to stay and fight this round.
yeah, I think if you won that, you won the game.
Yep.
50-50 roll. Yep.
Because then I just run away whichever character survives the Corvus.
Yeah, but you win that roll, you win the game. I think you probably win the game anyway.
I've got a second action on old Toady here.
Sorry.
Are you right?
Yep.
Glaive's Edge is online no matter what happens
Yes.
next turn. So what I am considering is if I can push Corvus so that you have to either Glaive's Edge or
Yep,
Death Blow. So I'll just do the attack on Toad here. Tongue Lash. I'll have to take a bit of a risk. Take the bit of a risk here.
Maybe you need to take it, but...
Got it! Oh, and for 0 as well, even better.
No damage? Yeah, no, that's
Oop, hit the throw push.
I like
And
Toad or anything displace. It's handy.
I think with Toad, I will also... I think I'll hop back here.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
just go for space so that you can't just go in and hit on him.
Now, before you do this, though, who's going to go get this point for this next critical turn?
Panther? Pending his survival?
So just think about Toad's power and his location.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's a wrong answer, it's just worth thinking about before you do something.
So maybe if I head down this way... I'm out of that, which is good. I can't... I mean, I can be pushed into that, which is no bueno. Because you can just push me into that tractor with the sword.
If I raise Toad, you've only got 2 activations, and I'd probably win the game.
That's why I was thinking about hopping back. But if I hop back, you just push me back in, right?
Well, but I want to do that. Thanos is dicey on his attacks, so I want to schwack you with Corvus.
Yeah.
But I think I get you with Corvus, doesn't matter what I do, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because if I hop back, 2's smaller than a small.
Actually, no, maybe it is a good hop to hop back. I don't know.
If I hop down, though, you can just push me up to there.
How far do I move? I can only move to here. I only move to about there. He'll be out of range, so I think a hop back is probably good.
It is, but you're gonna have that sword push because you own the.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's the other thing I'm looking at.
So maybe just.
I'll have a Wakanda Power reroll anyway. At least if I do Toad now, you either use the sword on him, which is okay, or you look at one of the other two tankier guys.
Yep.
I think I just do that.
All right, and then we'll make power, and then I'll do some pushing. So push.
Just hitting the clean up as well.
Yeah. So I will push you to here. I have to go for the Toad one shot, I think. I think that's the play.
Yep. Should be in range, I think.
I'm going to power for Death Blow.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that way. So I want to do a
Strike.
best. So I'll do a Glaive's Edge. And this always hurts me to do this on Thanos, but I feel like I need to boost this up.
You need to guarantee. I agree. You need to guarantee this.
I'm not sure that I. Oh,
Well,
man.
you can keep it for reposition later.
Thanos with that power is so sad.
That's why I haven't attacked him. I get a lot of success out of, like, when I see Mind Stone Thanos, I get a heap of success against him with just straight up not doing damage to him.
Man, I feel like this decision is going to make or break the game. I'm going to try and one-shot Toad. I'll try. So Thanos, oh, I know I shouldn't do this. He's going to boost it up. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. I should not have done it.
Toad stepping up.
Only 5 with a pierce. Not enough. I think that's just lost the game.
I will try and save some health and do one of these. No, rerolls, turn on, please.
So you take 4.
4. Lucky Toady has 5 on this side.
That was big. 2, 3, 4. Oh, bit of rivals. Yeah, that was stupid. Koye.
Yeah, Koye would have the power for that, yep.
That's fine. No, it's fine. Forgot. And then we will. That's it. That's all we can do, I think. Yep. You've controlled quarters very well this game.
Thank you. I think it's got to be...
I'll play a bit of rivals now.
Yep.
Now that I remember it. 1, 2, 3. Let's put it on. Oh, did you want a slippery from that attack, by the way?
Yes. I think I medium... I could medium him this direction and attempt to steal that off of Koye, but then you're just going to kill him.
You could double interact.
That's true. That will be annoying for you. And I'd still have Miles and Panther to come in to try and secure this bottom one. I can interact where I currently am already.
Yeah. There's no
and I think that a medium, if I do want to do it, can still make that side one anyway. So I'll stay where I'm happy to keep the power.
whole bit of rivals on Turd then.
Yep. I wish that was able to like go onto the piece.
I think it is, isn't it?
No, I mean like if you drop it on them, like there we go.
There you
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Over to you. Yeah, I think that's game now.
It's got to be Toad, I think.
Hmm.
He will interact.
Yep.
Can we finally flip one?
You do. You certainly get one.
Hey, we've done it.
Well done. I'll just move him off there for a second.
Thank you. Done. I think I do still torch him into the ground.
Don't let him near Thanos because Thanos will get power from him.
That's true. I was going to try and just gap it over to here.
What's the point?
True.
Yeah, you could move, hop. Yeah, you could move, hop. I suppose it forces Okoye to kill him, which I might fluff both rolls, maybe.
It's only 1 damage though.
But she's got. I mean, she's going to do a bloody vibranium spear thrust. I think Toad will just die.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And realistically, then you get a guaranteed flip on that console anyway. So I think I just move him back and try.
Well, if I did do that though, then Okoye has to stay there. She can't
Go to the middle.
So maybe it isn't a bad play. It might give Thanos some power though. He should be right. Should be right. It's gonna be the last turn of the game.
Yeah, well, that's what I figure of. Torch me to the ground. Yeah. Go for it. And well, I might be able to just do that. I can still interact that. Yeah.
You've still got your interact. You've still got your hop online as well.
Yeah. I'll do the interact.
Yep.
Oops. Ooh, greedy Toad.
Toad's good on this one. Now, do you hop to contest it to stop Okoye? I think you have to.
Yeah, well, then she has to do an attack. Otherwise, if I don't, you just freebie do it. So I'm going to do that.
I think you have to.
Because if I don't get on that point, you don't. It actually negates the point of doing it.
Yeah, I agree.
And it takes my bitter rivals completely out of the question.
So yeah, that was a bad life choice.
It happens. My bitter rivals half the time just happens to be like, and it's now irrelevant.
I'm not a huge fan of it. Look, I'll do Thanos here. Which powers? Yeah, I'll do Thanos. I'll just punch Panther. Sadly. God, what's the odds of doing damage to him? It's very, very bad.
And I do have brace as well for in the off chance it does come up.
Yeah, I've got to punch. I've got to punch Panther. Oh no.
Watch me roll 4 hits.
I might damage him here.
Ooh, I don't think so.
I've got 4.
I'm at 3. You might be able to slip one in, but we'll do the Wakanda reroll.
I just need one. Just one.
Where is it?
Just one.
Just one. Panthers have been frustrating that Thanos this whole game, so we'll keep the status quo going. You can't push me though.
Wild. I actually don't want to. I need the power. So I'm gonna
Small downside, I now have 0 power to interact.
Yep. I need to get damage and throw you. It's not gonna do 2 hits.
What is that? 4 blocks.
No. I told you that death decree was a terrible.
Understand now, because in my head when you were talking about it, I was like, I guess you can keep it for a reposition, but it is keeping it for the interact.
I'm going to mind gem him.
Yep.
Yeah, that was. I knew when I was doing it, I'm like, don't do it. Don't desecrate. Don't do it. Desecrate.
I think I just long move Panther back on in the off chance Okoye tries to go 50-50 move 50-50. Try and reduce your options to do it.
Yep. That's my only out.
I'm going to do it. Let me just slot back in here and give these two a kiss. The kiss of death.
I think Miles might be able to make that far point.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. He's got 3 power, so he can do the thing and make your life horrible.
Okoye is going to try and flip it.
Come on, you got this. No! Toad!
That's it. That's game. Yep.
It's pretty tight, and that's probably one of my best case gamma. That's my best case secure there. That's that was a lot less tidy than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I think the how many 50-50s were there? There was
3, I think.
4?
3 to 4.
3 or 4 rounds where it could have gone either way.
Yep.
So, but I think not having execute is huge for you. By going 14, which I really liked, and I think now you've got a bit. Maybe you're just a bit rusty on Miles. I think you got your Miles eye in.
Yep.
Better.
Yeah, I've not played him for a while.
I think you've got your Shuri plan sorted and your turn 0 setup and your first round approach.
Feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow's game will be Demons Downtown and
Cosmic Cubes.
Cosmic Cubes. I'll discard Cosmic.
Yep.
I guarantee you I'll discard Cosmic, and it will be... If I discard Cosmic, do I go the Research Station or the Deadly Virus?
Mate, I think if you lose priority and you've discarded Cosmic, everything has gone bad, and I'd probably go, you know what? Let's do 19 and fight on Demons Downtown, and Ultron, Modok and Scarlet you to death.
You want to see attrition? Check this out.
Yep. Honestly, mate, I think that's
Yeah.
play.
I mean, I'm a big fan of it.
And just go, no worries, I'm going to kill you.
Yep.
Well,
The race is on.
Yep.
And I think I hit Thanos first there as well, if possible. Yeah.
Just whoever it presents, mate.
Yeah, good point. Which will probably be Corvus or Proxima.
Yep. But Thanos with a time gem is a good one to get rid of.
Yeah, and plus I just want to flip him so that you don't get the free VPs, because that too became very very relevant very quickly.
Very very relevant. Yeah.
Even the single VP from it, when we're trading back and forth on the 3 VP swing, can let you jump me instead of letting me get an extra round to round 7, 8, 9, 10. You know.
Yep.
Ugh.
It's good to if he doesn't take herbs, you know, a cheeky Toad might be able to steal a scroll or an alien ship at the back here.
Yep.
So I think it's a good matchup for you. It's still 50-50. There's a few 50-50s that need to go your way.
Yep.
But you've got the pushes and you've got all the dice mods, and he's got move back and roll a bunch of dice and see if he can match it.
But even if he has herbs, there's also the thing of I could put Toad with Panther over here and fake him on Panther and try to steal it with Toad and gap it. Just get out of there. I mean, then he's using all of his Thanos tricks and things like that onto Toad, which will not upset me not seeing it on Shuri and that.
I don't know, man. I think the Hope.
It's not to actually have any real thoughts of capping the herb. It's more to force that first massive attack from Corvus onto not Shuri.
Well, you can do that by your positioning, though.
Yeah,
you
true.
Just change your evacuation by Miles and Shuri.
Yeah. I think I leave
Ideally,
Miles to the end.
Ideally, you want Panther in front of Corvus.
Yes.
Yeah.
If anyone can take the punch, but even he, you get those big attacks. Even Panther can get one shot.
Well, that 13 hits, you don't want Panther in front of that.
No.
So
No way.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I think you, I think that was really helpful to talk through that, and I think that's good preparation for you for tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thanks heaps for that, brother.
Yeah. No, that's all right. I quite enjoyed it. I hadn't played Blackwater for a long time, so it was nice to
Get back into the swing of it.
And get some reps in on the sword base. So
Yep.
that's good. I look forward to your result. I won't be able to watch you because I'll be working, but I look forward to see how you go.
Yeah, and at least now you've got the reps on the 14th rep Black Order for sword base, like you said, which is something that is probably going to be forced on them a lot.
Well, I think so. I think it's probably one of their least favoured threat values.
Yep.
In Crisis.
Because at least Senators, when you get forced on the 14 there, the Senator reduces defense dice, so it kind of helps you a little bit.
Yeah, this push is savage.
Yeah. I was just using it to try and minimise as many attacks as possible.
Yeah, I think that was really smart. I really liked it. Yep.
I'll just kill the recording real quick, and then,
Yeah.
Thanks very much for watching, guys, and wish me luck for tomorrow.
Gas him up.
Gas me up!